see it, unfortunately, but yeah,
Face
it's
down
a
on the
beautiful
massage
thing,
bed.
mate. I was actually, yeah. I was horizontal pretty early last night. Just kind of in recovery mode from the day before, you know. So, but yeah, it was. I heard it was quite a beautiful thing.
Well, we're getting through these heats, mate. The Komune Bali Pro. It's a 1-star WQS.
One
And I'm
star
down with
WQS.
1 stars.
Oh, I'm loving the
thinking-
1-star vibe.
I'm actually thinking it wouldn't be a bad idea to break the QS into different factions. So, like, say you have your 6-star prime champion,
Yep.
your 5-star champ, your 3-star champ, and you go all the way down to your 1-star champ and make separate tours out of all of them. So that at the end of the year, you have a 1-star world champion. What do you think of that?
So you've got 6 world champions in the QS.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? Let's do it.
Mate, I'm telling
it.
you, it's the
But-
way
and-
to expand.
And then, you know, so the one star, so that's good because the 1 stars go up to the 2 stars the following year.
Yeah.
You know, so it
That's
takes
right.
you 6 years.
To
6
qualify.
years to qualify. Great idea. Great idea, Vaughn.
Well, it takes some people 6 years to qualify.
But anyway, yeah.
Here goes Onwa. He's coming off the bottom. He throws up that first turn. He's definitely a bit out of rhythm.
He
We
is a
saw
little
his
out of
foot
rhythm,
come
eh?
off on his first turn. He's,
Ah.
you know, the number 1 seed. Is he feeling the pressure, perhaps?
Maybe he is. I don't know whether it's his equipment, but look, he'll pull it back. He'll pull it together. He'll pull it together. He's just
I reckon I'm onto something there. I reckon I'm onto something with this 6th
Sixth.
level QS.
hey, you know, it gives more people recognition, I think, too. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, like let's give
You
the 1-star campaigners a little bit of a moment in the sun.
Absolutely. No, you know, as you know, as silly as some may think, I think it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
this is why I love sitting with you, because your opinion is the only one that matters. Oh, it's a massive fin throw, and
Is that Oni
Onwa,
again?
yes, he's just trying
Mm.
desperately to find some sort of flow out there, and
Yeah, I
he
think
hasn't got it yet. But I don't think.
I think he's just because the sets are a little few between at the moment, so he's just kind of taking off on anything, trying to go big.
You know what?
You just
I think
to,
he might be in trouble here. I think I'm looking at the lineup, and we've got Maxi Longhurst. Well, we've seen him do a couple of really nice backside Rios.
Yep, absolutely.
Pep Panda's had a couple of nice barrels, and well, Ghazali, he got that little barrel and did a little air reverse on the end
He
of it.
did, yep, absolutely.
Mate, I think
So he's maybe under the pump a little.
Oni might be under the pump a bit here, so I'm not sure exactly how much time we've got left. But if he's taking off on those insiders and throwing Hail Marys, then you know that he's looking for something. But
Absolutely.
good thing about Oni is, mate, he can pull out those air reverse. He's got a bag of tricks.
He does. You can, you know, you can tell just by his style and his flow. But yeah, it's just kind of not coming together right now. But you know, it's not to say that he can't and won't.
Boys sitting patiently in the line. There's a bit of wind.
There is a little bit of side
But what
wind
is that
there.
wind doing? I thought they said it wasn't coming up today.
Hopefully it just.
Because it ain't offshore.
No,
Telling you
that
that
isn't.
much.
That is a little. It's a little.
little cross-shore wind there.
Kinda,
Go away.
yeah.
Bye-bye. It's barely there, though, isn't it? I mean,
It is barely
If
there.
you were going to...
Yeah, I mean,
Have you got your knot reader out?
no, but I would say coming to knots. I reckon it's about 3 or 4.
That's a
You
3-knot
reckon?
wind.
Yeah, I
is it?
reckon. Yeah, I reckon. What do
Yeah.
you reckon?
What is knot? Where does
Oh,
that come from?
don't go. I don't know.
No, you don't. Is it because it's not?
It's just not.
It's not water.
It's not water.
It's
It's
not fire.
it's wind.
Yeah. Okay, so boys are all. Look at this on the screen. You can see them moving over to the right. That's quite. It's not ridiculously deep. We've seen guys sit deeper in this event so far, but it is nowhere near that outside peak, which is where the big sets have been breaking a little bit. Look, they're all moving back over to the left of your screen now, which is in position for the bigger ones. Have a look at this Blackbeard.
We have
Pep
a
and
take off.
Hendrick is taken off. Now that wind is definitely starting
Yeah.
to chandelier. And we were led to believe that it wouldn't pick up this morning. Look at this one. Ghazali, look at this thing bowling out. He has got clear passage through that one. Big grab rail, Cuddy. And I love the passion in those sort of head flicks down the end. He's going to go for a little foam bounce. And you can't hear it on the webcast maybe, but there was a big roar from the local crowd here when Ghazali got through that.
Mate, there was. That was a bomb, a big wave and a big barrel, and mate, he nailed that one. Absolutely.
Okay, I think we've got a replay of that wave of Ghazali. Now, this is definitely going to turn the screws on Oni. There he is. Look at that. That's perfect. Comes out. Watch this. Just really changes direction there with a lot of power. Works his way down and blammo, a little finish, little exclamation mark on that one.
Absolutely. Good wave.
But, so the hometown crowd cheering on their boy, but they might lose one of their favourite sons in this heat if he doesn't get busy. Oni Onwa, the number 1 seed in this event.
Yeah, he's been a little behind the 8 ball in this heat. You know, you can see him just towards the end of this heat, just kind of trying to throw everything at it. But, yeah, no, there's still obviously a couple of minutes left, so, mate, anything's possible. You know, again, we got one of these kind of breaks in the swell again. Can see something kind of on the horizon.
Well, check this out, Blackbeard. Oni Onwa, the number 1 seed, if he's going to get through this heat, he needs a 10.
So he's
up
comboed.
against it.
Is he comboed or is it 10?
It's
actually a 10.
And it's a perfect ride. He's got a chance.
Okay.
This really builds for a pretty exciting finale, doesn't it? Because he's going to have to go all out. And this little bit of wind might actually help his cause. Pepin Hendrick, look at this. Off the bottom, beautiful big open face carve. And here goes on. He's going to fly off the bottom. Watch this. He's got to be big here. No, he's just, well, he tried to let it all hang out, but there was kind of only half commitment in that turn.
Yeah, he did. He kind of just fell off the back of that one. But, mate, I guess coming down to the arse end of this heat, it's you're just going to throw everything at it.
Well, the other thing to remember here is that there's 7 minutes to go. So Oni doesn't have to panic.
No. Okay, that's a surprise. I thought there wasn't that much
time,
time, but okay, so there's still a lot of time to get 2 really good waves.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly small area. Like even when you get a long wave, it takes probably 35 seconds to get back out the back.
Yeah, at least I would think. Yeah.
So, you can really put yourself in a position, even with 3 minutes to go, to get 2 winning waves. As we see Maxi Longhurst here. No, he's opted out of that one, and it's probably a good call. Yeah, it did pinch. Didn't open up, didn't have any scoring potential.
No, that ran too far down.
Is this a left? Could you go left on that? Look at that thing. Whoa.
Oh.
Big wide one. Oni, is he going to start to make a claim here? He's nice and high. Look at the speed he's got here, Blackbeard. Big off the bottom. Huge hack. This is better from the number 1 seed. He's going to want this one to open up, give him something on the inside. He really is hoping for a section. He throws up a big snap to slide reverse. The first turn was a nice one.
Mate, that was nice. Big, critical power carve. He'd been trying to do a couple of them and actually kind of fell stuck. But that one he really pulled off right on edge and really powerful and in the pocket.
Well, I love the high line. I love the takeoff, the very calm sort of positioning, the little check, and then he just drove down the face into a full-blown hack. But let's have a look at it. Captain?
Yeah,
and talk me through it. Look, ready?
Well,
stays high, and then down he goes. And watch the speed he generates off the bottom. Hack.
That was nice.
Textbook.
Drawn carve. Textbook, absolutely. And again, that bottom turn. The bottom turn is what set that turn up.
Yeah. And yeah, well, that little fin throw probably would have helped his cause if he'd ridden out of it. Here goes Pepin, and is he going to find a barrel again? Look at this thing. It is Chandeliersville, but he has been popping out of these ones.
Yeah, kind of crumbled a little bit too much there, so it kind of pulls out the back.
Bit of a crumb cutlet, eh?
It is a bit of a crumb cutlet. Actually, that's what I might get for lunch.
Crumb
cutlets on the menu here?
I think they do.
Might speak with Tony.
Yeah, Komune knows everything on the menu, mate.
They have everything.
You
Food
want
is amazing, yeah. How good is the
hamburguesa?
food?
You want a hamburguesa?
Hamburguesa.
Eh?
I love a hamburguesa. Hamburguesa with some cutlets. Lamb cutties. Yeah, that wind is still there, isn't it? It's just kind of rearing its head.
Well, I think it's picked up a bit too.
It has.
10 minutes ago, we were saying it was probably 3 knots. I reckon it's up a bit. And here goes Max Longhurst. Let's see what he can do. Throws up that first vertical Rio into a foam bounce. That wave is not giving him the best. Ghazali now, he finds some pocket time. It's just a little up high one. Hasn't he got a
Very
low centre of gravity, this bloke? Ghazali there.
Oh, that was a good little wave, though. It was a little high barrel, but he still definitely got barreled on a big wave.
Oh,
and,
my goodness. Now, is Pepin in position? No, he's not. And he's going to leave this one for Oni, but Oni just says, no, you know what? There's no points there. There's heaps of swell in this set. This is like a 4 or 5 wave set. And there is barrels to be had. I mean, that was a good barrel as Maxi Longhurst finds nice little rooster tail end section. Smashes it up again. Just full stab there. Big 12 o'clock.
Was 12 o'clock. It's nearly even 12:05.
It was 12:05 and 23 seconds.
Exactly. Oh, we've got some bombs coming through.
Stacked. Well, who's in position and are they going to get barreled? They're the two questions I want to know. It's Pepin Hendrick. He's got a big Segi ahead of him. Oh, it's just ahead of him. Nice carve down. And again, that one just a little too wide as Oni Onwa tries to get himself back into this heat. Watch this. I've got a feeling he might take to the air here. He does. He ran out of that.
That was a sick turn. He did. He does. He needs 2 still, doesn't he? So that was definitely definitely one that he's kind of missed.
And look at this. Well, look, he made that. And he just sort of gave up on himself, kind of. I don't think he expected his feet to kind of land as well on the board as they did. Yeah,
the tail kind of grabbed in, and it looked like it might just kind of punch through and fall off, but it actually stuck it and really tweaked him out of it. And I think it kind of surprised him.
Yep.
You know, that he was still on the board.
It happens, doesn't it? Really, it's like when you sort of like get barreled and you come through a foam ball, and all of a sudden you're body surfing out of it. You sort of jump off and you go, oh. And
could
you
have made that
out of the barrel. And, yeah. So there they go, guys. In the next heat, it'll be Geordie Watson from Australia, Putra Hermawan from Indonesia, Michael Wright from Australia as well, and Coco Mitsua. Another fantastic heat.
Another corker heat, mate.
Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys.
Mad Hueys. Mate, that was a little flurry of waves then, huh? I mean, it's really, you kind of can't get a read on it. You know, we had good, 5 or 6 sets come through then. You know, and
that's it.
And
had a lot
big
of
waves.
We are looking at the Karamas lineup. There is a puff of sideshore. We weren't expecting that, to be honest. We thought it would hold off a little longer than it did. The tide is right up, so it's a good tide for this break as we see Oni. He'll go for the air again here. And he is going to ride out of that one. That was a beautiful frontside air reverse. A really big tail whip. He's got another section on the inside. He's going to finish this one for sure. And there he is, the number 1 seed, getting himself right back into this heat.
Yeah, that's what he was looking for.
He's coming in. Let's have a look at this wave again, because the technique shown here by Oni Onwa, this is exactly what he needed. Oh, well, he ran out of time, really. But look at that. That was absolutely flawless. A beautiful frontside air rev.
Yeah, look, that's what he was looking for. The
Welcome back to beautiful Karamis as we enter day number 2 of competition. Ryan Batista, Mitchell Ross, talking surf for
Talking
next hour or so.
pumping waves. That's
Totally. Yeah, the waves are they're pretty much incredible right now. The onshore breeze has sort of kicked in a little bit,
It's
but
puffed up.
as you're going to see, a lot of airs and Annie on wire on that last ride.
Yep.
That's what we're going to see. Big air reverses and stuff like that.
He got the score right near the end, didn't he? Was chasing a hefty score, I think, in the 9-point range, and got a 9.25 if I'm correct, and won the heat.
Just like that.
0 to hero.
0 to hero in the last couple of seconds.
That happens, mate. But yeah, this wind has puffed up a bit. But I was speaking to one of the boys just before, the local boys, and they said it might just go on and off all day. Here's we see yellow.
It's a great looking wave here.
It's Mikey Wright.
He's going to be dangerous. That was such a deep barrel there for Mikey.
Oh, what was?
That's a grab row with the left hand.
That had a bit of Tyler in it.
That was rad. It was super like inspired by the sister Tyler Wright.
As we see blue.
So it's going to be a big score there for Mikey Wright, opening things up with the tube ride into a big grab rail carve. Not the ordinary right hand arm grab rail, but he used the left hand.
So we have Geordie Watson in the red. He came off a great win yesterday. Big heat score. He had a couple of 8s, so he's in fine form.
And, whilst we wait for that score to get locked in, we'll go to a quick interview with the winner of that last heat. So the score's still awaiting for that opening ride for Mikey Wright, who actually came to town yesterday, direct from France. He was over there for a few weeks, we've been told. Left at the last minute. He arrived 20 minutes before his heat yesterday.
That's correct. I missed his first flight, jumped on the next one, and rocked up straight into a heat. And surfed very well yesterday. And as you can see, he's already opened this morning with his first ride of this heat with, I'm pretty sure, will be a pretty decent score.
Yeah, a little barrel to a big carve. So, look, joining Mikey in the lineup right now, it is Jordan Watson, Pucha Himanwan, and Coco Mitsua. So a couple of Australians and a couple of Indonesian surfers. It's been the order of the day. A lot of Aussies and Indos are part of the draw. And that's pretty much all there is in the in the remaining round of 32.
We saw, a couple of other surfers from different countries yesterday. We saw a Frenchman in there amongst the mix, and there we can see the pool. Beautiful spot down there, isn't it?
Dane Atchison there, getting ready for his heat, which is coming up. Dane's over here with his dad, Brucey, all the way from Avoca Beach. Yeah, beautiful little zone down there to rinse off, relax.
Yeah, good spot to chill, kick back.
And a score has been locked in for Mikey Wright's opener at 8.0. So beautiful start there from the natural footer.
Not a bad way to kick it off, is it?
Yeah, beautiful. Perfect. Easy. Of course, his big brother, Owen Wright, and his sister, Tyler Wright, both members of the Elite Tour. And Mikey Wright on his way to, you would think, at some stage, more than likely qualify for the tour.
Pretty cool if he qualifies when his big bro's on.
He will, won't he?
You'd think so. I think
Owen's pretty young still.
He's got a fair few years left in him. He's not going anywhere.
He's got another decade or so, you think?
Yep. There'll be rights everywhere. We're just approaching 10 o'clock, which is high tide. That is the full tide for today. High tide is 10 a.m., so we're not far off it. That's sort of why we've seen the waves sort of push on through this last hour. A couple of heats ago, it was cracking. So, yeah, the wind has kind of come on a little bit onshore, as it does. But, look, very contestable. As we saw yesterday, we pushed through well and truly on the onshore through the tide and into the afternoon. So, I'm calling it's a bit bigger today. So we might, yeah, well and truly get through a lot more heats. Definitely probably finish this round and go from there.
Up next is Heat 4 of the round. It is will feature Asher Wales, Lee Wilson, Dane Atchison, and Dale Lovelock. That's a really difficult heat.
Is that an all? Is that an all Australian?
Well, Lee Wilson's a
Oh,
half.
sorry, he's half.
He's Indonesian, but
He's-
he's spent a
yeah.
lot of time on the Sunshine Coast.
It is.
Hard heat though.
That's a big heat.
That may be the hardest heat of the round.
Yeah, that's very exciting though with the waves like this. Yeah, with the onshore breeze, you might see a few of those boys take to the air. I know Lee Wilson's pretty fond of getting to the air, and as we see a paraglider, some sort of air contraption about to come through the screen.
So a couple of waves rolling on through. So it's an 8-point ride for Mikey Wright as we go down to the commune for a quick one.
Okay, here we are with the Lakey Peak boys, Gaza and MJ. How was it, mate?
Yeah, it's good, eh? Fun. I'm stoked today. Come second place. To me and Oni, my brother. Yeah, I'm stoked. Me and brother going through the next round.
Anwar boys, Oni Anwar, Gaza Anwar making it through, eh? Good times.
Yeah, something like that.
You want to say anything to the family at home?
Oh yes, say big thanks to all my family, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm stoked. I'm in Bali now. Yeah, hopefully I'm gonna win this comp. I work it out.
Okay. All right, we'll cross back to the booth. It's been fantastic down here, the atmosphere. Everyone's at the pool, cocktails, beers. This is the Mad Huey's Pro.
As we see, nice tube ride there. It looks like the man in white getting deep in that one, carving back, nice rebound. Snap off the top there. This is a good score here for Putra, who actually put a big heat total to bed yesterday in the opening round. It's going to be another good score there.
It's a very good score. We did see Geordie Watson get a wave during the post-heat interview. Didn't really put a good score on the board. He sort of got stuck behind it, and then didn't really get to do much. So not a big score there for Geordie, but yeah, great ride there for Putra. Yeah, like you said, backing up a good heat total yesterday. Coming off a good win. Thanks to the boys down there by the pool. Woody, James Wood, the Taipan.
He had a good heat this morning too.
He locked in 9.9.
Yeah.
One of the earlier, probably the second, heat of the day, I think it was.
Is that the highest scoring wave of the event?
I think so.
No one's
Yep.
had a 10.
No one's had a 10. As we see surfer paddling, this is Blue.
Deep on this one. A little too deep.
Yep. He opts to kick out.
So interesting to note, Geordie Watson and Michael Wright, they grew up together on the south coast of Oz, known each other forever. The Watsons and the Wrights.
Now find himself surfing a heat to Karamas.
How
Thought.
pleasant.
And looking for anywhere else to be, really.
He's been a bit of a standout, Geordie. I know we've only had one round, but it feels like we've seen a lot of waves for these guys. He was really good yesterday.
Really good. And seen a couple of waves in his free surfs. He's been looking really sharp. Mikey came, he said, straight off the plane, looking really good. He looks solid.
And he had an option to surf in the heat that was 20 minutes away,
Yep.
or surf in the later heat, and he went, you know what, I'm ready to go. So he literally hopped out of the cab, put his fins in, and raced out. And he got second in the heat to Dane Atchison, but gosh, he surfed good.
Yeah, he looked good, as you can see. On his opening ride there, he was looking pretty solid. He rode that wave very well. Got a 8-point ride?
Yeah.
8.
What's he been up to these days, Mikey? Is he doing the QS yet?
I did chat to him earlier in the year. I think he's just cruising, trying to just sort of free surf, do some clips, sort of do that little angle for a bit.
Yep.
Just enjoy it for a while.
Yep.
And then probably before he, has a full attack on the QS.
Owen was a bit different to that, wasn't he? He was more
Well,
of a competitor.
Straight from the juniors, straight into it, didn't he?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Mikey's kind of a bit different to Owen too, personality-wise.
Yep, totally. Speak of the devil, here he is, Mikey Wright. Big fella, kicking the tail out. A lovely reverse off the top there for Mikey.
Oh,
He's going for it.
geez, that was a nice turn, that first one.
So good.
How easy did you do that? With ease. Bummer he didn't make the second turn. Would have been on way to another big score. He'll probably still lock in a decent score just for that one turn. But yeah, he has already got an 8-point ride on the board. Yet to hear that score come through, but I'm sure it'll be medium range as he makes his way back out through.
An illustrious junior career, hasn't he? He's won everything.
Yep.
All the premier events over in Australia. He's pretty much won all.
He's a big boy these days too.
So big.
I remember he was just a little whippersnipper.
Yep. He must be like 6'1" or something now.
Yep. Well, the Wrights are pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
Owen and their older brother. He's a tall lad too.
He's actually the 5th seed of this event, Mikey Wright. So he has got some qualifying series points on the board already leading into this event. As we see a few more little lines rolling on through it, I think we'll see some action in a moment. As you can see, a good-looking lump, and the man in red is Geordie Watson. Super deep on this one. He's coming around the section. He might even duck into a barrel here, maybe not. Nice snap off the top, sending things up on the inside.
Oh.
It's funny when surfers getting that sort of... that's his turn at the moment.
Yep. The big
he just gets in that habit of doing that sort of layback carve thing.
That was very similar to his first wave. He I think he's trying to obviously jostle for inside position and find himself a little bit deep on a couple. You don't want to be too far up the point because you will get stuck behind and kind of lose out on all the scoring potential. But he did get a couple of turns in and unfortunately fell on his second one. But yeah, I'm still sure we've got a lot to see out of Geordie this heat. Plenty of time left. In heat 3 of round 2.
It's a good looking wave rolling on through, and man in white is up and riding. Go hard off the bottom. Nice re-entry. Eyeing the lip once again, another carve. And it looks as though he will try to maximise scoring potential down the end. Kicks the tail out, little grab rail air. He won't ride out of that one. Just gets embarked by the foam.
Yeah, a little bit tricky down that end bit, isn't it? It has filled in a bit though, so that last section is well and truly surfable. This morning the boys were sort of kicking out around there. It was a bit low, but they'd probably just come out of screaming barrel, so they didn't really care about that end section. But with this wind, the boys are maximising each wave to its full potential and using that end section, which is a lot more friendly. Yeah. You don't really want to come a cropper down there. A few barnacles, urchins.
I was just out there a moment ago, and I rolled along the reef.
Did you get dragged along it?
Yeah, got some cuts on my body.
Yep.
It's sharp, but it's not super sharp though.
It's like jaggedy.
It's not like Tahiti scary sharp.
It's not like sharp coral. It's kind of like.
I even could tell well in those waves. They're like, Sanua, I think that's a bit sharper.
Yeah.
At the front, it does sort of, it's a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah, it's more rock out here.
Mm.
I feel not so like coral reef.
Yeah.
But you find Sanua's probably a bit more coral.
That's serious sharp reef.
That's nasty.
It's like a knife reef.
Yeah, that's similar to Tahiti.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
But you still don't want to roll along the...
You don't want to go out here and roll along it.
I want to see someone do it though. That's
I
always
watched James
entertaining.
Woods come in last night on yesterday afternoon. It was a highlight of my day.
Dead low tide.
Dead low tide. He thought he'd just come straight in, and he was having trouble. And you could see he got that point where he still had 30 metres to walk across the dry reef, and all he could see was urchins. He sat there for a while just pondering what to do.
They're the worst things in the world.
Yeah. At one point he was just on all fours for about 2 minutes just trying to... Yeah, we were sitting poolside.
What's the purpose of a sea urchin?
I don't know, and I tend to find I think they come out when it's lower tide. I don't know if they must like go back in when they're...
Well, what do they do?
They must annoy someone besides us.
Anyway, we're going to have a quick break, then come back to wrap up Heat 3, round number 2.
Okay, so Heat 3 of round 2 here at the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Huies. A little bit of a lull at the moment. No waves ridden in the last few minutes. The few scores on the board. Mikey Wright is in the lead with an 8-point ride and a medium backup. And I think White Pucha is in second. Just waiting on some scores to lock in. To update you there. But yeah, still plenty of waves coming through. How'd you out there, Mitch?
I lost.
Yeah.
But I had a really good heat as far as waves. There was so many good waves, and Dino and Luke Hine did really good. It was really good. The wind was perfect in that heat. I just couldn't come out of any tubes.
Yeah. A bit tricky though.
Have to come out. to
Yeah,
get big scores.
I think so.
But no,
Hey,
it was
you had
super
fun nevertheless.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was rad. But Dean and Luke, I think they're some of the guys that are going to go pretty good.
I heard Luke. I didn't actually see it, but I heard Luke got a 9.3.
The
just
turns.
Turns.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty good considering it's
Really good to
barreling
watch
wave.
from where I was.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was great. But
Yeah.
if it keeps on barreling and the swell hangs around like this, guys, I think Dino will go pretty good too.
Yeah, Dingo. Yeah, he's not one to take lightly.
He's all
In-
about the tube.
He's all about. Yesterday he was all about the rail, and today I think he was all about the tube. He realised he made use of the offshore winds and swell. But yeah, he'd be one to watch. There's plenty of guys to watch though. You just don't know. Like, obviously you got Geordie out here now. Not that he's winning, but you got Mikey Wright, Mitch Parko yesterday looked good. You know, you got your Marlon Gerber looked excellent.
He did,
this
didn't
morning. Yeah, he's
And
got this
Kai
place.
Hing.
Kai Hing
Yeah,
did well for one of his first times here.
There's about 8 guys, I'd say.
Lee Wilson, Oni obviously came from nowhere in that last heat and snatched victory.
Yep.
There's
That was pretty back to the wall kind of stuff there from Oni.
Yep.
He was done.
He needed a 9 something plus. That's confidence as we see a few waves roll through.
It's a
Always-
heartbreaker if you lost like that.
Oh yeah.
Oni just did a big goal.
Whoever was in second must have been a
Yeah.
bit rattled. Not sure who got bumped out. With him winning. But yeah, 2 Indonesian through.
Great.
Made it through heat 2.
Indo's doing really good.
Yeah, good on him.
Sure.
Yep. So yes, a few waves out the back I can see. So hopefully we get some action. The boys have paddled themselves a bit further up the point. We do have Blue sitting further down the lineup on his own, trying to catch one of those little wide ones.
I was actually chatting to Lee Wilson a moment ago, and he said those little inside sort of deep ones are the ones that he actually looks for.
Yep.
Like a little point break wave.
Yeah.
Get to do like 4 or 5 turns on them. So don't be surprised that next heat if we see Lee sort of sit in a different position.
Yep. As we see Blue up and riding.
A little deep on this wave
Oh,
as he
little-
goes
yeah.
over the falls there, little over the handlebars.
Yeah, probably didn't have much on it that wave anyway. Quick in and off for him. As we see some waves sort of filter throughout the back. Kind of goes through this weird transition. I think we saw it yesterday too, when the tide kind of gets to its peak. Kind of works itself out, and then all of a sudden there'll be a flurry.
Mm-hmm.
Remember yesterday we kind of wrote it off. We're like, oh, is there waves? And then next minute it's 4 foot
And you
sets.
blink and it's pumping again.
So I'm sure we'll see that again today while the tide sorts itself out. But still plenty of waves coming through.
It is a 1-star event down here at Karamas for the week. Not too many qualifying points up for grabs, but a couple of bucks. The winner takes home $2,500. And for a lot of guys like the juniors in this event, or even the locals, that's something to gain a little bit of confidence from an event like this.
Yeah, and pocket $2.5 grand.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you wouldn't complain about it. It'll probably go
Nah.
across the bar, but
As we see, man in red, it looks like he will cash in on this one. Or yellow, coming from super deep. It is Geordie Watson. Oh, no, it's Mikey Wright, sorry. Gosh, he came from deep in that wave.
his paddling looked phenomenal, and I think Geordie had written him off, and he's made surfed that wave really well. He did come from, as we see, wide up, just a little bit chandelier on the end. As we see a wave approaching out the back, I think it's red. Geordie Watson will have inside priority. Here we go. Geordie Watson straight into the barrel. Geez, that was really well done.
He did really good on that.
Into a big carve. He might even get a little bonus section in here if he's lucky. A little float.
Just a little off with the
Yeah.
timing there, Geordie
Yeah.
Watson,
But
but
I think he
That's
got
a
all his
score?
points out the back. Yeah,
that's a pretty
He-
good score.
He's back in the heat. I think he needed just one to get on the board, with Mikey and Putra probably in the front, in the lead right now. But that's Geordie's back in his heat, definitely. He did really well then to negotiate that barrel off the takeoff.
I didn't actually think he was going to be deep enough, but then all of a sudden the wave sort of ran and he got nice and nice and barreled. It
You-
will be a good score.
He read that very well. Not many barrels at the moment, but he saw that one.
So many barrels where guys like Mikey and Geordie are from. I know Mikey lives sort of up the coast now, but down around that south coast area where they grew up, so many barrelly, tubey type of waves. Yeah,
They got a bit of power.
totally.
These boys are not afraid of the juice.
Super comfortable in conditions we're seeing today. Even though it is 3 to 4 foot, it's still super round out there when those sets come through.
Yeah. I'm going to throw it out. I'm calling Mikey's looking pretty red hot this event.
Yeah.
He's just looking solid.
Generally, when you come into an event, I think I've noticed watching these guys, if you're super relaxed and haven't had...
Footer from Indonesia. Yeah, that was a nice wave, actually. Wasn't the best wave, but he definitely made something from it. It was a couple of turns, a nice closeout turn. So Mikey Wright is still in the lead with an 8 and a 6.15.
And Geordie Watson, so he got a score on that last one, but now looking for a 5.61.
5.61. Okay. What did we? You know, Pooch locked in at all? Do we know?
Pooch has had a 7 and
7, okay.
a mid-range
He's sitting in
5.
second?
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Mikey's out in front. So not too long to go. I'm sure Geordie Watson will be hunting for a score right now. Basically, to get a 5, a mid-range 5, you need to do 2 turns or get a quick barrel. So, super obtainable score for the South Coast surfer Geordie Watson as we see a little bit of action. Those the wind just beaming up, and the man in white, Lee Wilson, making his way down for the next heat. This is Geordie Watson. Unfortunately, he picks off a closeout. He's not going to get the score on that one.
Kind of fell a bit awkward then too. Didn't look too good on his board, but
Here he is, Lee Wilson. Spent a lot of time on the Sunshine Coast back in Australia, but he calls this place home.
yeah,
Futuristic surfer, old Lee Wilson. Really exciting to watch.
As we see surfer in white, this is Putra. He is currently in second. Come around, oh nice big Rio into a nice carve. The wave will flatten out on him, so he won't have much left, and it leaves Mikey right out the back on a good-looking wave. Oh,
Rare fall.
rare fall. Rare fall.
Yeah, won't see him do that much. That was Mikey Wright, up and down. Just a quick wave there. The man in yellow making his way out into the lineup once again. You can see the surfer in red holding on to the inside spot. He's looking for a score to move up into second position and book a spot in the round of 16, where you will receive a couple of bucks for your time. You get fourth, you get $200. You get third, you get $300.
Right, eh?
Yeah,
Pays up here.
correct.
Nuzzy green. So yeah, we just heard the 5-minute siren. So 5 minutes to go in this heat. Geordie Watson is in third, chasing a mid-range score. So Mikey Wright out in front with an 8 and a 6. Putra is in second with a 7 and a mid-range backup score. So very obtainable for Geordie, as we do see some lines out the back. That is the pool. Someone is having I think that's Oni maybe, taking a dip. But we do see some, there is some waves approaching. This is Geordie Watson, who is looking for a score. Comes around a big looking wave. Oh, that's a big turn. Backs up with a nice carve. So Geordie Watson looking good on this wave. That's the third big turn. If he can finish it off here, that was a good wave. As we see Mikey Wright.
And out the back in the blue, Goofy Footer up into the lip. That was Coco. It's a little bit late on that one. Went for a big backhand snap, but unfortunately couldn't complete the manoeuvre. As you see him get set, make his way out into the lineup. We are went.
So yeah, Geordie Watson was chasing a score, and I'm pretty sure he was chasing a mid-range score. I'm pretty sure he might have got that. We'll wait and see what he actually locked in, but as we see, a big set roll throughout the back. But he was after a mid-range score, 3 big turns out the back and a closeout turn. So I'm not a betting man, but I'll be pretty safe to say I think Geordie Watson might have got the score he was chasing. We'll wait and see and keep you updated. That will move him into second, possibly first if he's big enough. But we'll wait and see. Putra is currently the surfer in white, sitting out the back on his own. He is currently in second, trying to replace his backup score.
Only a few minutes remaining in this one. A few minutes remaining in Heat 3, the round of 32. We are slowly getting to the business end of competition. We have heard rumours that there will be plenty of swell around once again tomorrow, so we more than likely will run again.
Yeah, if it was anything like this morning, I'm sure we'll kick off straight away. The tides will be getting higher later, so it will be pretty low early tomorrow morning. So there we go. Geordie Watson just locking in a 7.5 on his last ride, so that does move him into second. And that Putra Surfer in White in third is now looking for a 6.5. 2 minutes left in this heat. I can see some waves out the back when they get here in time. Yeah, hoping they do. Geordie's got a long paddle back out. His wave was a long wave. He's only, you can see him going straight to sit near Putra, I'd imagine.
Yeah, right up the inside of him. As you can see, man in yellow spinning. That is, of course, Mikey Wright. Having a look at this wave. He's putting.
Sorry, mate. Probably almost about to do his mate a favour. I was about to say, hold him off. Sorry there, mate. Interrupted. A bit excited about Mikey maybe helping his mate Geordie out by holding White off a wave. Do you reckon they do that?
I'm sure. 1 minute remaining. As you can see, Mikey commanding the inside out the back. He's given the man in white an opportunity here. So, interesting scenario. Putra having a look at this wave. Good looking right-hander. Hard off the bottom, square, big snap off the top. Unfortunately, this wave not standing up an awful lot on the inside. Another little roundhouse cut back and another little carve in the pocket. As he winds on through the inside. Going to maximise everything he can out of that one. Kicks the tail out the end. Lands on some dry reef down the end. But a pretty decent score. He did need something big.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I think it was a mid-six he was probably chasing. It was a couple of big turns out the back. It did go flat on him pretty quick. We did see Mikey Wright too also get a wave behind him, but didn't offer much for Mikey. As we see Surfer in Red currently in second, hunting a little barrel. And unfortunately getting flipped off. So it'll be interesting. Waiting on to score. That will determine whether he got enough to move to second. As we count down this heat.
Yep, we're over. So will it be enough for the last of White? As we wait for that score to get locked in, we're going to go to a quick break and be back with Heat 4, round number 2. Happens every morning, and I believe Adam Bennett took the $50 coupon at Kuta Booga.
Yeah, Kuta Booga, a massage joint over in Kuta. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that.
I heard he got 18 barrels out there this morning.
Yeah,
he could be lying though, but he did get one that was good enough to win.
I think we're about to see his barrel he got this morning that won him the voucher.
The GoPro challenge. Awesome, those guys are on board, helping make this event pretty special down here at Karamas.
Yeah.
So a few scores on the way as we check out what's happening down poolside. Yesterday afternoon it started to sort of rare up in the afternoon. Heaps of people, bit of a DJ down there.
Yep.
Good food down there at the bar as well.
Great food. Yep. It's really enjoyable.
Tony and the crew at Combune make everyone feel at home. Lovely journey over here as we see Dale Lovelock. Have a look at that wave. Dale is out there in the blue. Joining Dale is Asher Wales, Lee Wilson, and Dane Atchison, who put on a great display of surfing yesterday to defeat Mikey Wright in his opening round heat. And here he goes. This is Dane Atcho.
Yeah, taken off a bit wide there. Just in a little bit and a bit wide. So the wave won't offer him a whole lot. He kind of took off. There is some fun ones down there, but yeah, didn't really. But he did make the most of that. Nice blowtail at the end there. So there I was saying there wasn't much going on, and then there he goes.
Super talented Dane Atchison from Avoca. He's always surfing those beach breaks around the Central Coast. Super good surfer, old Dane Atcho. And we are waiting for that score to get locked in. Surfing through 30-minute heats. And this is heat number 4, the round of 32. That's his father actually watching on. A little bit anxious right now. Bruce Atchison.
Bit nervous. Well, Dane just locked in. Yeah, pretty decent score. Won't be a huge score, but enough to get on the board at least. Get his heat going in this heat 4 of round 2. As we see, other guys are sitting out the back patiently, waiting for some waves to come through.
Can see in the white, that is Lee Wilson. We did say that he might sit a little bit deeper than these guys. There's a couple of sneaky little right-handers right on the inside that sort of wedge off like a little point break. He has told us that that's where he likes to sit. Get a heap of sections through the inside reef break. Lee Wilson, a futuristic surfer, can do some big old airs.
She saw him get a couple of nice little barrels up the beach this morning. Paddled up, probably got the best 2, and went in.
Just like that?
Yeah. Where we looked on.
You get a couple?
Not really.
Many of the comp guys out there?
There was a couple of guys up there. Yeah, got 1 or 2. It was fun. It was actually fun, yeah. It was a bit slow. But anyway, yeah, Lee managed to sneak into a couple. Same spot where Adam Bennett scored his $50 voucher for the GoPro challenge this morning up the beach. I'm sure we'll see these guys grab these GoPros the next couple of mornings and even get at Karamas early, get a couple before the comp kicks off.
Adam did say he got 18 closeouts this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty renowned for closeouts, but there's the odd one that just sneak out of.
Surfing red, a little bit too deep on this one, up and out of that wave. That was Asher Wales from the Casuarina area, just below the Gold Coast. Dale Lovelock, having a look at this one.
Yeah, surfer in blue, Dale Lovelock on a medium-sized boat. Oh, big first turn, unfortunately, comes a cropper. As that one sort of just ran away anyway. As we see surfing yellow, Dane Atchison, he's kind of sitting wide here. He's got a nice carving 3-0.
Yeah, a bit of a carving 360. As we see the man in red, have a look at this wave. This is Asher Wales, nice snap off the top there. Second big turn before kicking out of that one. Right now we're going to go down to down to poolside and have a chat to the winner of that last heat.
All right, here we are. Winner of Heat 3, round 2, Mikey Wright. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, pretty good. Yourself?
Amazing. Super pumped. Have you on the couch. Talk us through that heat.
Yeah, it was, at first, this wind started just coming up now, and we thought there was still going to be some barrels at first, but it kind of changed to more turns out there, and it's still pretty fun. It's some definitely ripple waves out there.
Got to be happy coming over, staying at the commune, sit by the pool, have your heat, come back, have a beer, or a food, or water, or both, all of it. Must be good fun.
Yeah, it's been good. Like, I've never actually stayed here or really surfed Kremis too much, and it's been good, like hanging out at the pool and hanging out with all the boys here. It's been sick.
Unreal, mate. And talk about your haircut. When did you get this? Who designed it? And what's the inspiration behind it?
Happened over in Tahiti. We I used to just have the fringe at the front where it was just chopped and the shaved sides, and I was like, fuck, may as well just make it the mullet. And me and Nat Johnson turned it into the full mullet. and since then it's just been running with it.
Is there a name for it?
Not really, just mullet.
Okay, we're going to call it the Tarathra. The Tarathra mullet. And we'll cross back to you guys in the booth. Another fantastic heat there. Mikey Wright. Woo!
Yeah, beauty. Mikey Wright, lovely haircut, a couple of big scores in that one, getting the job done over Geordie Watson, one of his good buddies. So moving on through to the round of 16.
Yeah, with his mullet. We did see a couple of waves get ridden during that interview. Lee Wilson, a couple of big turns. I'm sure he's about to lock in a pretty decent score. He did a few big turns out the back and then a nice little jam right down the inside. So Lee probably getting the better of that exchange. Probably the best wave so far in this heat. And Dale Lovelock also got a wave, but unfortunately came a cropper on his Rio. So not a big score for him. As we see a few waves come through again, this will be Surfer in Blue, Dale Lovelock, taken off on a medium inside one. Nice Rio to start off. Comes around again. Oh, goes for a bit of an air reverse there. Almost pulled it. Unfortunately, just sort of slipped off. So plenty of waves still coming through on this. We've just passed the high tide. So things do get a little bit weird around the full tide, but before we know it, sets will start pulsing through again, and as the tide sort of backs off, things start to get a bit hollower again. And as long as the wind stays off, we could be in for a few more hours of, yeah, good surfing.
A few scores in. Asher Wales a 7.25 for a couple of big backside turns. Lee Wilson opened with an 8, so well-deserved 8-point ride for Lee Wilson. Did 3 big turns on that one. So right now, Asher is out in lead. Lee Wilson is in second. Dane Atchison a 4.0 for that wave he got. Ready to do a few little snaps and a air reverse on the inside. So that's the story as we roll through heat number 4, the round of 32. You get first or second in this one. The surfers are booking a spot into the quarterfinals.
So yeah, Surfer in Red, this is Asher Wales. Big backhand turn to start off. Wave kind of tapers off, just does a bit of a hook. Sticks with this one. Not much. And we see Surfer in Yellow out the back. Big turn there. Surfer in Yellow. A nice big rail turn. This is Dane Atchison from the Central Coast. Is that correct?
Okay.
Did you spend much time around, mate?
Nah, a little bit, but yeah, not so much. But I know the guys there. I know how good Dane is. I see him in board riders events.
Yep.
And stuff like that. He used to do the junior series, but over the last few years he hasn't chased that QS. But I have seen him in, like on the East Coast we have so many board riders battles, and I get to see Dane surf, and so talented. As you see, Dale Lovelock, he's kind of another one of those underground guys that super gnarly. Couple of turns in that one. Yeah, it's like an underground heat, this one.
It is a bit of the underdogs, sort of the past junior boys doing battle again. Probably haven't been in many competitions over the last year since they did battle in the juniors. But yeah, there's just some mediocre scores filtered through for those boys. Yeah, like we said, Lee Wilson did start off with an 8 with a couple of big turns through that interview. And Asher Wales also with a 7.25 with some big backhand turns. He's about to lock in another medium score, a bit above average score actually, to back up his 7.25. So that will consolidate his lead over Lee Wilson.
It looks like Dane Atchison will get rewarded for big calves in that last wave. Can get some solid scores with manoeuvres out here. Not just a tube ride.
Yeah, as the wind tends to start puffing up, the judges got to change their scale or their judging. Reward the turns a bit more, don't they?
I think they just both get rewarded.
Yeah, true. Big turns get rewarded.
Yeah, I think the whole event's been, you can get barreled and get big scores, and we can also get, to do a couple of big turns. Even that last set we saw Geordie Watson, he got scores doing turns. If you can carve, you can get a couple of big scores. Asher Wales 6.25, so extends his lead over the field. It's a good score there for Asher. A pretty solid backhand, Asher Wales. Dane Atchison a 6.85, so that's a decent number as well. The boys are sitting on top of one another down here at the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. Great to have the Mad Hueys supporting surfing. They've been around for a couple of years now. Bunch of lovely guys, of course, founded by Sean and Dean Harrington and a couple of their mates. As we see, a big old floater there from Lee Wilson. He's looking crisp.
Yeah, only 2 turns there, but geez, they were 2 big turns. Nice floater. Like you said earlier, Mitch, he opted pretty much exactly what you said. He opted a bit of an inside one, a bit further up the point. Once it run off, it just did probably got up that second turn that sort of. Didn't me that one. Opted to get another goofy footer from the Gold Coast. Lovely styles on their backside. Going for the right point break. So, yeah, Asher looking good. Lee looking very sharp. That was I'm sure that will. He was only looking for a 2.85 to jump up into second or take the lead. So, as we see, Blue up and riding Dale Lovelock. Nice floater.
Yeah, big old floater there and a nice snap off the top and get low, try to do a nice carve on the inside and try to finish strong. Another snap there, even super busy and a nice little layback there. Super consistent, old Dale Lovelock.
He doesn't fall too often.
Nah.
He just gets the job done.
Totally. Already had a 5.5, was looking for an 8 prior to that ride. I don't know if we'll get an 8, but he'll definitely get his best score of the morning. As we approach the high tide mark, well, we've just gone past it. So 25 minutes past high tide this morning. Conditions pumping on through. A 6.4 there for Lee Wilson. The judges liked what he did. The floater and the big snap off the top.
Yeah, it was very well surfed, even though it was a short ride. But big floater into a big, nice Rio. Kind of ditched the a little bit, but yeah, moves him into first. He goes straight to first with an 8 and a 6.4. With Asher Wales now in second with his 7.25 and 6.25. His last wave just in and out won't go into his score. And then Dale Lovelock locked in at 5.9 last ride, so he now has a 5.5 and a 5.9. He's in third. He is chasing a 7.6, bump him up, and Dane Atchison is in fourth, but he does have a 6.85, so he is looking for a 6.66 to move into second. So very achievable scores out here.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, 6.66 and a 7.6, super obtainable. As we just get past the midway stage of Heat 4, the round of 2. Well, round 2, the round of 32. This is the first World Qualifying Series event in Bali for quite a while. Of course, they do have a couple of other big events over here in Bali. The Padang Cup being one of them, which also always features one of the best Balinese surfers. As we see the man in yellow, this is Dane Atchison, just kicking out the tail.
Yeah, he was looking for a 6.66. He was on his way there. I'm not sure if wait to see. Nice turns to start. It was a smaller wave, so yeah, the judges kind of tend to like you to be on the bigger waves, doing some bigger turns. So wait to see what he locks in there. But who we got coming up next? Another stacked heat. We have Ty Watson, Dede, Mustafa, and Sandy Salamat. So 3 Indonesian surfers taking on the lone Aussie. Ty Watson, another standout yesterday, wasn't he?
Yep, that'll be another good heat for sure. We've got 12 minutes remaining. Plenty of time remaining for these guys to get a couple of more rides. As we roll through round number 2 down here at Karamis. A couple of the top seeds still amongst the draw. The top seed, Anwar, is still involved in the draw. Got through his last heat with a couple of big scores. 9.25 on the buzzer. Second seed, Ty Watson, he's also still alive in the competition. Mikey Wright, Kai Him, rounding out the top 5 seeds for the event. They're all still alive and kicking.
Yes, which makes it exciting. Sorry, mate, cut you off there, but this makes it very exciting for the competition, having these top seeds in the back half of the draw. Bit of a lull in action right now. Sitting out the back, waiting for situation. Lee Wilson still in. His last wave was a 4.15, so not going in. It goes into his top 2, but not enough to move into second. I can assure you, so rewarded with 8-point ride. Boy, sitting quite tight out the back there. Inside position. That's the key out here. No priority. Lee Wilson holding down the inside. He knows this wave probably better than almost anyone. Surfed here over the last 10 or so years. Now resides in Bali. He's half Indonesian. Grew up in Queensland.
Rolling around the point as we see the man in yellow up and riding. Good looking wave here for Dane Atchison. He saw one section, went for the air, can't complete the manoeuvre. And now we're watching Lee Wilson, the current heat leader. Lovely wall ahead. This is the one he's looking for. Going for a tube, throws his hand in the wall and sneaks out. Nice ride there for Lee Wilson. More than likely will extend drop at 6.4.
Yeah, I think so, Mitchie. It'll be pretty close. It was a pretty nice wave, nice turnover. Then a nice little barrel. Going back to again exactly what you said earlier when you spoke to me. He was going to hunt those sort of deeper ones, but medium. Sort of hit the reef a bit better.
They look like the funnest waves to surf.
Yeah, as you can see, it offered everything. He got to do a turn and then point the little barrel, and then unfortunately he just came off at the end. But he had another section even hit at the end, and just sort of unfortunately mistimed it and went over the handlebars. But yeah, they do look like the highest scoring waves I feel right now with the tide.
Yeah, a lot of water on the reef at the moment as we just move past the high tide mark. Lee Wilson, the current heat leader, was a part of the junior series quite a few years ago in that school of James Wood, Dion Aegis. A whole lot of those guys that sort of band together and chase the junior series around. He was always a standout, old Lee Wilson. But over the last few years, he has been living in Bali, calls his place home. Got a great little family.
Yep, loves it over here. Why wouldn't you? As we see these guys paddle themselves, Lee could luck into it. The 3 other surfers have paddled themselves a fair way up the point here. I'm guessing they will maybe be, as a couple of them cut back because they realise they're a little bit of tactics going on. Asher Wales makes his way back down, but the other 2, as we see, Dane Atchison on a nice looking wave actually.
It's a great wave.
He's kind of taken Lee's philosophy. Oh, big turn. How's that, Mitchie?
He's so good when he gets going. Unfortunately, that wave didn't really cooperate down the line, but he did do a couple of beautiful carves. Was looking for a 6.66. That is so close.
I would be safe to say he will get the 6.66.
You think he will?
I'm going to go out on a limb. Yeah, going off Lee's 6.4.
Yep.
Oh, and then Lee's last one, Lee actually locked in a 7.85 for that turn into the barrel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So just referring back to Lee's 6.4 was a floater
and a carve
and a Rio. Yeah, but I think
Dane's was better.
Better. So
maybe a point and a half better.
So yeah, as we see Asher Wales surfing red on his backhand.
He's the guy that could be in a little bit of danger now, Asher Wales, and I don't think this wave is going to do an awful lot for his tally as he carves through the inside. before kicking out. So prior to that ride, Asher Wales was holding second position, and it was Dane Atchison who is in the spotlight right now, looking for a 6.66.
Yep, and he surfed that wave really well. It was one of those ones that Lee was been getting a bit deeper, hits the inside a bit better, stands up. Nice floater. It was a big floater, then came around and did a big old carve.
How did he get that wave?
Asher
had the inside.
I was calling they were too deep, and then he just proved me real wrong.
But Asher had the inside as well.
He snuck under him, and that was a perfect one. It moved at a really good speed. So I'm sure he's going to lock in a decent score.
Yeah, it's getting locked in, and early indications say it might fall a little short. One judge says a 5.7. Another judge says 6.2. Another one 6.2. So it might, well, looks like it will fall short. Was looking for a 6.66, gets himself a 6.2.
Wow, I'm going to eat my words there.
Didn't see that one coming.
I was 100%.
Yeah, you guaranteed it.
Lucky I wasn't betting, or I don't bet.
That turn was amazing, that second turn.
I'm a bit baffled, but hey, I'm not the judge. They maybe saw it, something we didn't see, or something else. But yeah, there was a big floater into a big old turn. Didn't offer much after that, but I didn't think he needed much more after those two turns. But anyway.
He's been pretty unfortunate with his wave selection. He's had a couple of good sections at the beginning, but then the waves go a little bit flat. As we see Dale Lovelock up and riding. Little snap there, keep him busy. Needs something special. Goes for a big air reverse and can't complete. So there he is on the inside. Dale Lovelock was looking for a big score, but he's not going to get on that one. Still looking for 7.6 to move up into second place. We've got 5 minutes remaining. Super close out there.
Yeah, super close heat, Mitch. Dane Atchison coming a bit short there, so he's still in third place or possibly fourth, chasing a 6.66. Dale Lovelock is after a 7.6, so situation remains the same. Lee Wilson out in front with 7.85, so yeah, still plenty of time for these guys to get some waves, but unfortunately for Dane.
Yeah, fell a little short on that wave. Dane Atchison now becomes the sticky part. As soon as there's only a few minutes remaining, the pack generally gets really tight. And surfers in first and second positions, they will no doubt hold the inside. I think Dale Lovelock's going to be the danger man. He'll be left all alone looking for a 7.6. He's been pretty unfortunate thus far not to get a wave that's given him too many opportunities. Only got a few minutes remaining in this one. The Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys, the first of its kind. We saw a heap of fun happen yesterday as it is Dane Atchison up and riding, looking for a score. A couple of beautiful turns on this smaller wave. Nice floater, getting around the section. He'd love to finish with something else. He's done about 6 turns this wave. Just keeping super busy. Does need a 6.66 to move up into second.
Yes,
is that the wave?
Who knows? That was, when he first took off, I didn't think there was much offering. He surfed that wave to the best of anyone's ability, I reckon. He did about 10 turns on that wave. It was a smaller wave, but he definitely made the most of it. He's after a 6.66. It was a smaller wave, but geez, if you go on length of ride and number of turns, it's a 9.
He's got a 10.
Yeah, but whether the judges see it the same way, but he is after a 6.66. He came up short in his last one, which I was sure he got it. But here we go, surfer in red, Asher Wales on his backhand, up and riding. He is holding down second. He is trying to replace a mid-range score. It's a nice turn. He's put together a few turns on this wave. Another nice backhand Rio. He's going to take this one all the way through. So again, some scores to be locked in. It's going to be tight.
Yeah, nice little exchange of waves there for surfers sitting in second and third positions. So we are waiting for those scores to get locked in. Will Asher Wales improve on a 6.25? And will Dane Atchison get a 6.66?
Yeah, Yes, very interesting. Well, what we have to consider here is if Asher Wales does improve on his 6.25, Dane's going to need more than a 6.66. But as we say that, some scores are locking in. And I think Dane came up short again. He got a 5.7.
No luck.
No luck. No luck there
He's
again.
knocking on the door, but they're not letting him in.
As we see Surfer out the back, Lee Wilson.
He's having a good heat, isn't he? Goes for a big air reverse and going over the handlebars. He went big then, Lee.
Yeah, that was a big first turn. He probably didn't need to go for the air reverse, but he is sitting in first, so hope he didn't hurt himself there. It was a bit of an awkward fall on that air reverse. Kind of landed on his back, on his board almost. But he's all right. There you see Lee on screen making his way back out. We are getting towards the end of this heat. The next heat is in the water. So, yeah, those last two scores didn't go into factor in. Dane Atchison came up short, and Asher Wales did not improve on his situation. So, Dale Lovelock is out the back on his own, as we see.
It's like this is Dane Atchison racing along. Goes for an air reverse or a forehand air, can't complete. So it looks as though Dane Atchison will not get through the heat. And that man on screen briefly, Asher Wales, looks like he will. He'll finish in second position unless Dale Lovelock can find something at the back. But at this stage, it looks as though Lee Wilson will finish in first and second place with a goofy for Asher Wales.
Yep. Unofficially, that will be the results. Lee Wilson first, Asher Wales second. A couple of scores to lock in towards the end of that heat, but I'm sure they're not going to go into either of those guys' top two. So move on to heat 5 of round 2. Mitchie.
Yeah, we're rolling, mate. We are rolling. Heat 5 is moments away from the start. It will feature Ty Watson, Dede Suriana, Mustavo Jackson, and Sandy Salamat. So 3 Indonesian surfers in this one. We'll take on the lone Aussie and Ty Watson.
Yeah, another stacked heat, mate. Well, they only get stacked from here on, isn't it? We get into the, back end of the competition. Best surfers progressing.
And wasting no time at all, this is the man in blue. A big layback snap there. Getting low, carving, rebounding. As this wave starts to sort of fade off on the inside, still trying to keep it on rail. A nice carve. And kicking out of that one. So not a bad opening ride there for the man in blue.
I tell you what, though, Dede behind him just laid down the law on a great wave. So, but out the back, this is Surfer in yellow, up and right on his backside. He's kind of taking it off a bit wide. It will go a bit flat on him, but he still manages to put together a couple of turns. And he's nice closeout turn on the inside there for yellow. While he was on that wave, we saw Ty Watson on a bigger wave out the back do a couple of nice turns out the back and then just finish off on the inside. So everyone locking in a score there to open this heat. Yeah, unfortunately we missed Dede's and Geordie's because we were following the other boys on the waves before him. But safe to say Dede will post a pretty decent score. He did a nice big carving turn out the back on a pretty decent wave, as well did Ty Watson. Probably one of the bigger waves we've seen in a while. A couple of big turns out the back and took it all the way through. So, yes, heat 5 of round 2 off to a cracker.
Certainly is. Fortunately, Ty Watson's wave didn't really stand up on the inside. So it's not going to be a massive score. Heat 5, the round of 32 is underway. Down here at Karamis. One of the funnest waves in the world. A great right-hander that can offer a tube ride, a couple of steep sections for manoeuvres.
As we see a few waves start to roll through. Definitely plenty of waves on offer. We see a few go unridden while the boys were make their way back out. All the boys got quite long waves. Ty Watson will be the first one back out the back, so he will take initial priority as he sort of looks at a medium inside one. He's gonna have a bit of a sniff. Nah, he goes, you know what? I'm the first one out the back. I'm gonna sit and wait for a bit of a set maybe.
Hard to let him go though.
Yeah, you would have been any day of the week. You would have been.
It's so hard.
But yeah, good to see the boys all locking in waves straight off the bat. We'll get you some scores as soon as they lock in. As they do filter through in on our screens, we'll update you with...
That's a big score coming for Ty Watson.
Yeah, there we go. So Ty Watson on his first wave, locking in a 7-point ride. As we see...
The wave didn't even double up down the end. It was basically for two manoeuvres at the beginning of the wave. As you see Ty checking on another wave. Great surfing there from the South Coast natural footer. Just keeping super busy on this one. 4 nice carving manoeuvres. Looking to back up that opening score of a 7. Dede Suriana got himself a 5 for his opening wave, where he did a couple of nice forehand carves. Jackson looks as though he'll drop a 5.5 into the tally. And Surfer in Blue looks as though he'll put together a mid-range 4. And that is the opening exchange.
Yes, all the boys locking waves in. I think Dede's, he got a 5-point ride. I'm pretty sure that was for one turn. One big old hack out the back, and they didn't really offer much after that. So Dede, a 5-point ride. Mustafa Jensen a 5.5, and Sandy a 4.25. So that's the opening rides. And Ty Watson, brother of Geordie, locks in a 6-point ride for that last ride. He's back up, so he's off to a bit of a flyer.
Yeah, a few minutes down and already got a 13.0 total. So a nice start there for Ty Watson in the red. Taking exactly where his baby bro left off. Geordie Watson, of course, got it through his heat a few heats back. So the Watsons getting it done. They are out in front at the moment. We're now watching Dede Suriana come hard off the bottom. Big snap in the pocket there. Maintaining a lot of speed and control down through this inside bowl section. Getting low, little rebound. Good surfing there from Dede Suriana. Been around quite a while, Dede.
Dede has been around. Great style.
He dabbled on the World Qualifying Series for a while.
A bit of a dabble. It's not easy for these guys unless you've got a lot of financial support. You know, like we talked about yesterday. It's pretty expensive to chase a QS.
He really chased it there for a while.
He did, yeah. I think he had a couple of alright results there on the way, but I think he kind of opted just to hang Bali. But yeah, it still does the Indonesian tour. It does very well on it.
Yeah, he's one of the standouts for sure.
Out of the older boys, we see Blue up and riding. This is Sandy Selamat. Goes for a big old air reverse. Jeez, they make that look easy.
That's how to break your ankle.
I don't get in that position.
What happens when you get that position, I wonder?
Yeah,
Compression on your ankles and knees.
The things they boys do these days, they just land like guys like John and that. They just project out to the flats.
It's so easy.
Cat-like.
Yeah. That was the type of manoeuvre that we saw Annie Omar do this morning to get a 9.5 on the buzzer to move on into the next round.
That's kind of like the Tet. Good old the guy. It's kind of his go-to move. You see him do that quite often. I'm sure these boys have all grown up watching Tet out waves like this, or Chungu, doing his big old grab rail blowtails. It's kind of his paint manoeuvre, isn't it?
Nearly a one-trick pony. That's his thing, huh?
Yep. Little bit Tet.
He surfed yesterday but didn't get through.
Unfortunate, actually.
The judges got him, mate.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. He got a bit ripped off, I think. Nah, good old Patet. We'll try and get him up the booth at some point.
As we see the man in blue, have a look at that one. Couldn't scratch into that wave. Few scores getting locked in. I think Dede Suriana, he'll be putting together a pretty decent score. There it is, an 8.25, so in the excellent category.
Yeah, it was well surfed, wasn't it?
Perfectly.
Deserving, I thought.
I love when surfers can maintain heaps of speed throughout every manoeuvre. It's exactly what Dede did on that last one.
Yeah, and variety too. Floater, big old hack, Rios. Yeah, he was looking good. So that moved Dede into first place. So he's now currently in first. Ty Watson, jumps down to second. And the other boys just chasing some scores. But those boys definitely have a commanding lead right now with a couple of big scores under their belts.
And with a break in the action, we're going to have a quick break, then come back and enjoy the show as we move through the round of 32.
Second away, still one. Ain't got a second away, still one. Ain't got a second away, still one.
And welcome back. Presented by the Mad Hooies, the one-star event. As the order of the day has been incredible surfing. It looks as though we'll see some more surfing happen in a few moments' time because a big set is approaching the lineup. Surfer in blue, he's tagged in this one. A nice re-entry, but unfortunately going down. But it looks as though Rhino is going to be more and more waves rolling through this set.
Yeah, Mitchie.
Lines galore.
As we see yellow, Mustafa off the end on his backhand. Taking off a bit further down the line. Oh, big backhand turn. Wow, he did so well there, and it's still going to stand up into another carve. If he gets another turn here, this could be a really good score. So unfortunately didn't finish it off. Mustafa there, big backside turn out the back.
Super solid, but unfortunately that's actually on the inside. Sometimes it sort of wedges up and you can't find a way to continue manoeuvre. Yeah, a bit of a bummer there, but the opening manoeuvres are super decent, as I have to wait for that score to get locked in.
But yeah, great wave there by Mustafa. One of the bigger waves.
I'm here with Lee Wilson, win the hit 4 round 2.
Like
How you feel about the wave?
I thought.
Yeah,
but,
the waves were really fun.
No, locked in a big backside Rio.
So
And I'm sure he'll get rewarded.
What do you reckon?
It looks as though it will be a mid-range 7. And there it is, a 7.0 for the last of yellow. As we chuck it down to the winner of that last heat with the guy and Lee Wilson.
We can talk that later. We talk about the guy right here, right now. Yeah, how you feel about the wave today?
Yeah, the waves were so fun, and there's 4 people at Karamas. It's pretty rare, so I had so much fun.
Yeah, you was there with ripping. So how you feel about we make this one-star contest for Karamas?
I think they're the biggest legends ever for making the contest here. I mean, I don't know why it's not a bigger contest, but I'm having so much fun. It's the best contest ever.
So you think you're the guy now?
No, there's only one guy, dude. There's only one guy.
Okay.
You know who that is?
Okay.
You know who the guy is?
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's just.
Okay. Thanks there, Batet.
Explain the guy. What's all that mean?
I'm not sure he came up with himself, obviously. He just calls himself the guy. I think he's the guy in Bali. As if you follow Batet on Instagram, everything gets hashtagged the guy. So just explaining there that he is the guy. The guy.
Do you reckon he's one of the most loved guys over here?
Yeah, I think he's pretty much loved by everyone that comes, all the boys from all around the world. And he's very hospitable too, you know, he looks after everyone. You know, takes you surfing and and he's fun to be around.
Super.
Yeah. So
Got a rad little family, his little daughter's so cool.
Yep. Lovely little daughter, Hannah.
So super rad that the guy will be hosting a few interviews down here at Karamas.
Yeah.
Of course, Lee Wilson got the job done in that last one, and we just saw a couple of waves surfed in the current heat. That's Ty Watson making his way out into the lineup once again. It looks as though Ty is still sitting in second position with a 7 and a 6. Mustafa Jackson, he got a 7.0 on his previous ride. The current heat leader is still Dede Suryana in the white, Ty's in second, as I said. Yellow is looking for a 6, and the man in blue looking for an 8.75. That's the story. Got a vicious forehand air reverse on him, Batet too.
Yeah, as we were talking about before, when Sandy went for that great big forehand air reverse grab rail, that's kind of Batet's, one-trick pony.
Bread and butter.
It's his bread and butter. He does those in his sleep. Yeah, he's renowned for them out here and getting barreled. Batet, he's a great surfer. Been around for a while too. Batet, one of the sort of older generation now, I suppose.
Yeah, he is.
Even though he's still probably 4'1"
and shrinking.
And weighs about 30 kilos wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the biggest guy. But no, he's a great bloke, and we'll have him, I'm sure he'll be keeping us entertained over the next couple of days with his post-heat interviews.
Did Lee Wilson just become a possible threat for this event, you think?
I think he's definitely in the mix.
He is, hey?
Yeah, obviously there's a few of them. We can't write off many,
I think he is, though.
I think he's definitely, him, Marlon's, Dede's looking really hot right now. The Watson brothers, Mikey Wright.
Yeah, but we knew that.
Mitchie Parker. Yeah, we knew that.
I didn't think Lee was until that heat. I thought he
Nathan Webster.
He looked really good. Mm-hmm.
So, yes, just going halfway through this heat right now. A couple of boys looking for some scores. But, Dede and Ty Watson out in front. But Mustafa well and truly in this heat, only looking for a 6-point ride after he locked in a 7 on his last wave. That big backside turn. And a couple little turns through the inside. So still plenty of waves coming through, Mitch.
Oh, totally. That onshore breeze has probably made it more rippable, if anything. We've seen a lot more scoring waves featuring manoeuvres, not quite as many tube rides. It's been fun. We've got 5 minutes remaining in this one. And it is pretty tight out at the moment. We know the goofy footer, Jackson, he's looking for a mid-range score to get up into a qualifying position. So all eyes on the man in yellow at the moment. Is that a 7? Just needs to throw in a 6.
Yeah, and
it's easy.
It is easy. But then Ty's really got to improve on his 6, doesn't he? It just makes it a little bit hard for Mustafa. So both those boys, Dede kind of out in front, but he's holding on to a 5. So he's not, anything can happen. We've seen it happen before. A couple of boys lock in some big scores towards the end, and you can go from 4th to 1st like that.
Just like that.
Sandy Salamat in blue is chasing an 8.75. That will take him to 2nd. So
He'd love to get a couple of rides, a couple of 7s, or a couple of high 6s. He'll get the job done. But unfortunately, Salamat is only working with a 4.25 at this stage. So that's why he's chasing down a big score of an 8.75. On the inside, we've got the man in yellow looking for a score. Square off the bottom. Just over-rotating on that top turn there. That was Jackson going down. And it looks as though a few lines sort of started to creep into the area. Super consistent swell on offer down here at Karamas today for day 2 of competition. Up next, we'll see another decent heat. We'll take on one of his good mates, and Nathan Webster. Made Rondi will be in the yellow, and Mitch Parkinson will wear the blue singlet as we see a big, wide, lumpy right-hander. Here we go, man in white up and riding.
So this is Dede, current heat leader. Comes around with a nice big hack. He's got them down, Pat. Back around again. Back up in the pocket for a nice tight Rio, and jams again on the inside. So he just comes unstuck. So he was looking to replace a 5, so to increase his lead. Not sure, wait to see that. A couple of big turns. I was interested in Mustafa's strategy then. He's chasing a 6. Still 5 minutes to go as we see him take off. So he's after a 6-point ride to move into 2nd with a nice backhand turn.
Has to get square and deep on this turn, and there it is. He rides out of that. I think that could definitely be the score, and finishes strong with a backhand blast, and he likes that one. That was good surfing.
Very good surfing. So just as I was saying, he took off on a bit of a small inside one before and fell. He's on his way back out. There you go.
Did Ty Watson give him that wave then?
Well, Ty was kind of way out the back as we see Surfer in blue. This is Salamat Sandy on another one. He's looking for a ramp, but he's in and out. So Ty Watson is left out the back on his own. He was nowhere near do much. But I think you're right, mate. Mustafa capitalised on the inside, and I think he might just get that 6-point ride.
He might even go a bit higher. Those
Yeah.
two turns were big. The judges have rewarded backhand vertical surfing all day long. So wait and see what the judges think of the Indonesian surfer's last ride. Jackson looking for a 6.0, and early indications show that he will get the score. First judge says 7.2. Second judge 6.5. So he is going to change the situation. He, in fact, is nearly knocking on the door of going directly into the lead. Needs a 7.25 to go to the lead. 6.7. So doesn't go to first, but he does go to second position. Now Ty Watson is looking for a 6.7. So the situation has flipped on itself.
Yep. Ty Watson has now dropped down to third place. He is sitting out the back with priority, but he is chasing a 6.7.
And this is Day Suryana on the inside, looking to get rid of a 5.0. Super powerful surfing here from Day. Low on the inside, little roundhouse. Nice ride there for Day Suryana. He's currently in first position. So we're up for a pretty exciting finish of this one. Ty Watson has still got the whole lineup to himself out the back. Jackson is paddling pretty fast to get out there and join him.
Ferociously.
Yep.
Ferociously. He wants to be as close as he can right now to Ty Watson, and either pressure him in to taking something that won't allow him to get a 6.7, or, if anything, block him. I'm sure he's going to paddle on his inside. 100% bet, I reckon.
You think?
100% chance, I mean. I reckon he might swoop up Ty's inside, which will probably mean Ty will have to paddle himself out of position. He's currently probably sitting where he wants to be.
Ty's got some big old arms.
Big old arms on him, yeah. He's a solid unit.
He's big.
The Watson brothers, fit-looking boys.
He's a good paddler.
So there's only a few minutes remaining, if that. So probably around the 2-minute mark, and he's chasing a 6.7. I'm safe to say Dede will stay out in front with his 2 rides. So it will come down to these final minutes. Whether Ty Watson can get the score, or Mustafa Jensen will hold him off, or maybe improve on his score.
2 minutes remaining. Bit of pressure on the shoulders of that man on screen. And as Ryan Batista said, he's anticipating that the man in yellow will sit right on the inside of the man in red, Ty Watson.
Yep.
He's waiting for a few waves to roll on through so Ty can get some sort of opportunity to hit back. He's looking for a mid-range 6 to get the jump up into second position and join his brother in the round of 16. And 90 seconds on the clock. Been really consistent all day, so I would throw a couple of bucks on the fact that we will see a bit of a frenzy the last minute or so. Hasn't been too many. Like yesterday, I think there was a few more lulls. Today, there's been so many waves.
Yeah, a bit more consistent today. I think
Mm-hmm.
bigger swell. And definitely plenty of waves on offer. Yeah, and as we thought, so Mustafa tried to paddle up Ty's inside, but Ty just kept paddling, so he's kind of put himself out of position.
But he's kind of in that sort of zone for a Lee Wilson wave.
If he's looking for a willow wave, he's in the spot. But
This could be one right here, as we see.
down priority as we see Dede take one off on the inside.
That was so cool.
Oh wow!
Little combo there from Day Suryana. The current heat leader will improve on a 5-point ride on that one, no doubt. Good surf there from Day, the current heat leader. He's out of the equation, though. We don't really worry about him at the moment.
It's the other two, isn't it?
It's the other two looking to book a spot into second position, therefore moving on through to the next round.
And they are a fair bit up the point right now. Like you said, though, they're in position for the moment with those inside ones, but
I don't think they're that deep.
nah, not too deep.
They're
But
not that bad.
considering where Dede and that took off just then, they're probably 50 metres up further. But still, I'm calling Ty has to go one of these waves. Mustafa is eyeing off that one, but he's not going to get on it. I can see some waves at the back, Mitch. Whether they get here in time, it's going to come down to the wire here.
It's a nail biter. Ty Watson still looking for a score. As the boys doing a bit of a shoey downstairs. Is that a shoey or is it
It's a flipper.
It's a flippery.
Is it? Oh no, it's a shoey.
Yeah, it's a good with the GoPro. And boys having a bit of fun down here at Karamas. That is Sean Harrington, of course, going out for his heat. Perfect preparation.
Yeah, he's been training. He understands what he needs to do.
On the inside there, that's Ty Watson. He did get a wave, but unfortunately was out of position, and he will not get the score required. As we have a look at Sean Harrington on the inside. Might even have another one.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's very hot over here. You need to keep hydrated. You know, and what better way, you know? Some people drink water or Pocari sweats before a heat.
But
Or a shoey. Not sure what you're drinking there, but...
I'm pretty sure it's a Bing Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he's
There's your little mate MJ pouring the beers for him.
he's had a great time, MJ.
Oh, look at him. One of the Padma boys, by the Mad Hooies. As we see Yellow come down, and he's like, "Can I have a shoe?"
Oh, Sean Harrington getting out there alongside
Tell you what, though, I'm not
Nathan Webster, Made Rondi, and Mitch Parkinson. What's that? Sorry.
Sorry, mate. I'm not sure what Blue's need, but Blue is on a bomb out the back here. So, yeah, sorry, mate. He was chasing an 8.25 in these final seconds. So you're right early, mate. Dede did improve his situation with an 8-point ride, so he well and truly in front. It did come down to these final two. This heat's still alive, and these guys are paddling themselves. They're on each other's case.
They're still in a decent position, though.
This is the longest 2 minutes I think I've ever been a part of. Was it 2 minutes?
I think we got thrown a bit of a curveball.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ty Watson did get one before, like Mitchie said, but was a bit deep. And he is looking at this little inside one.
Yeah. Here we go, Ty Watson. Nice floater there. This is a super important section. And that was a good turn. The carve on the inside. Would love to put this wave to bed down the end. He's going to be super close. As
Whoa, well, there you go. So, Mustafa kind of giving him that wave then. He was... Ty Watson was chasing a 6.7 to move into second. And he did get a good wave then. So we will wait and see for the judges to lock that in. So I just hear there was 5 minutes remaining. So there was a bit of a curveball. That must have been at the 10-minute mark. We got the 10-minute siren earlier.
that's a 1-star.
Yeah. We're dealing with a few little technical difficulties. Bear with us.
We did get told 5 minutes remaining about 10 minutes ago. Big score on the way for the man in red. Ty Watson was looking for a 6.7. He will get a 7.3. So just like that, Ty Watson is back in second spot.
Yes, you're right. So still plenty of time. We were sort of getting quite excited. We thought it was coming in the dying minutes, and these boys were jostling each other, but there's plenty of time. So these boys, as we see Mustafa Jensen now taking off on his backside on an inside wave as he goes up. Oh, and he's kind of just misread that. And he's going to have to come around. Yeah, he's probably not going to get not quite what he wanted there, I don't think.
Definitely not. So, yeah, the situation has changed. So yellow is now after a big old score, as is the man in blue. So the situation has flipped on its head once again. First place is Dede Suriana. Ty Watson is holding on a second spot. Mustafa Jensen is looking for a 7.3. And the man in blue is chasing down at 8.85. And surfers in the next heat are making their way out into the lineup as we get through the round of 32. We will, of course, finish the round of 32 today, and there hasn't been an official call just yet on if we will touch base on the round of 16.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Plenty of waves still on offer, so it'll come down to what the forecast look like or what they want to do, but there's still plenty of waves. Still 3 more heats to finish off this round before we get into the next round. So, you know, good another hour and a half before they have to make a decision. But right now, we have a heat on our hands. Mustafa Jensen is chasing a 7.3 to move into second, and Sandy Selamat is after an 8.5. Ty Watson just jumped up into second. After his last ride, he locked in a 7.3. Dede well and truly out in front with 2 8-point rides. So still 3 to 4 minutes remaining in this heat. So plenty of time for all the surfers. As you said, Mitchie, the next surfers making their way out. We will have Sean Harrington, Nathan Webster, Marte Rondi, and Mitch Parkinson. Geez, that's another stacked heat, isn't it? 3 Australians taking on the lone Indonesian.
And we saw Sean Harrington well prepped.
Yep.
For next heat.
Staying hydrated.
Had a couple of beers before he paddled out.
Threw a shoe.
I know if I have a beer than do any sort of activity, I get so puffed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't feel the best.
I don't know how Sean's going to feel out there.
They're a pretty unique breed, the Harringtons.
Are you used to it though?
I think they're well accustomed.
You think?
Yeah.
Bit better than guys like us.
I think, yeah, they're well in tune on that side of it. As we see, bit of a blocking move.
It's all happening. Big money up for grabs. So these guys doing everything they can to book a spot in the next round. And it looks as though Ty Watson will join his brother in the next round.
Yes, unless Mustafa can lock in a wave in the dying minutes. He is after a 7.3. So he's after similar to what Ty got in his last wave. Ty locked in a 7.3, so obviously one's backhand, one's forehand, but that's what the judges are looking for. Ty put together a nice variety of manoeuvres. Variety's been the key today. You've seen guys get rewarded for, floaters into big turns and to close out turns, as well as barrels, obviously. But yeah, I think the judges are liking the mixing it up.
This wave sort of offers so many, different variety of manoeuvres as well. You can do basically anything out here.
Yep. And it's such a perfect wave that you kind of know what you're getting every time you take off.
Yep.
To a degree.
As we see surfer in yellow, have a look at this wave. Scratching into it, needs a big score. It's a tricky looking wave. I don't like the look of the wave, but that turn was huge.
Massive.
Another snap. 3 solid turns here. Gosh, giving the judges a bit of a decision to make here. Sort of still finish on the inside. Another snap, and he's thrown a bit of a claim up. Will it be a 7.3?
Right on the buzzer too, wasn't it? This is Sandy Salamat right at the buzzer. I'm not sure this is going to come into effect. It's going to come down to that last wave of Mustafa Jensen. He was after a 7.3. It was a smaller wave, but I tell you what. He did everything he needed to do then to get the score. There wasn't much more. Like you said, the wave looked pretty basic when he took off, but
super average wave, but he turned it into something pretty special.
Yep, so it'll be interesting. It's going to come down to the wire. As we see a couple of scores start to filter in. Looks like he might come up a bit short. It was a small wave, so the judges probably were looking for a bit of a larger wave, but there it is. He's locked in a 6-point ride. So Mustafa Jensen, unfortunately, not getting the score he needed. So coming up short, so Dede and Ty Watson.
Yep, they'll book a spot in the round of 16 as we kick out, have a bit of a break. We're going to leave you with some highlights of yesterday's afternoon's action and welcome in the boys, Vaughan Blakey and Captain Blackbeard. Talk soon.
Folks, welcome back to the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. Vaughan Blakey in the box here. Thanks very much to Mitch Ross and Ryan Bautista. I'm joined in the commentary box by my esteemed guest panellist. It's Captain Blackbeard.
Yeah, boy.
Internet sensation. And we have seen some pretty amazing surfing throughout this round. What we're actually up to right now, mate, heat number 6 of round 2. And this morning, the conditions were absolutely fantastic here at Karama's. The wind's come up a little bit as we've moved into the afternoon, but all in all, still very rippable out there.
It is. It's turned more to be, kind of more of a rippable turny wave at now. But that wind has picked up, but it's not kind of picking up anymore. It seems to have just kind of settled, and hopefully it just kind of holds off for the rest of the day, and hopefully, possibly even just goes away.
Yeah, it would be nice if it went away, wouldn't it?
It was.
It's a bit pesty, this wind, although the air guys don't seem to mind. I saw Lee Wilson over in the commune pool area before, mate, and he was really excited to be surfing with this little puffy onshore. Obviously a bloke who likes to throw the fins in the air, and I think he put on a bit of a display. But out in the water right now, mate, we have Sean Harrington in the red. Nathan Webster is out there in the white. This man in yellow is Mate Rondi and Mitch Parko. So this is another a stacked heat. And you can see there, that's Mate just working his way through onto the inside, getting a bunch of turns in. And that's what we've seen. The barrels have been few and far between.
They have since this wind's kind of, snuck in. Yeah, that wave just then. I mean, it was a nice wave. One of those bigger ones that kind of pushed to the left a little bit. He got one nice big snap in at first and another little cuddy there. But then those bigger, wider ones kind of tend to kind of fizzle out a little bit. But nonetheless, still a good wave.
And, mate, we're here for the this is an ASP one-star QS event. We've talked about it many, many times since we've been in the booth. But, Bali is what is it? It's the home of soul surfing in a way, isn't it?
It is.
You come over here, you do nothing but surf. You base your entire day around getting in the water.
It's carefree. It's carefree kind of, it's, atmosphere and look, you come here just to relax, chill with your mates and just free surf.
Yeah, you free surf, you eat nasi gorengs, you go to the crab races at night, you watch the DJs party, you're getting a foam bath at the Bounty. You have a hell time over here.
It actually sounds like the life.
It does.
That is the life right there. I mean, what more do you really want?
Have you been in a bubble
that's living.
Bath? You've been at a bubble bath since you've been here?
A bubble bath?
Yeah.
No, but I do like my baths. Some people beg to kind of don't think that they're very hygienic, to be honest with you.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah. But I love my bath. You know, my Radox pass.
Well, yeah, you can over here they've got these sort of bubble bath nightclub dance floors that you can go and soak your beard in.
You're kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
It's just full of bubbles.
Full of bubbles.
Ah.
You never know who you might bump into in one of those bubble baths.
Yeah.
Might bump into your brother.
You
Nathan
could.
Webster, he's in a heat.
Is he out here?
Yeah.
He is
in
not.
his heat. He's in the white. Nathan Webster, who turned back the clock yesterday with a masterful performance.
He did. I think he
of,
just scraped through, didn't he? He got second.
Yeah, vertical foam climbs and wraparounds, and things that Nathan was always excellent at way back in the day.
Yeah,
1994, correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
he
no,
finished
yeah,
second in CT at when it was
At Burley?
I think it was at
Was it
Cabarita.
Cabarita, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Cabba.
you could be right.
Bowen getting better of him in that
yeah,
final.
that was, I guess, the closest he come to winning a CT. So yeah, I think he's quite bummed about that one, and I think to memory it was came down to the last seconds where Bo got one, only seconds outside the hooter, and and snatched it from him. So I'm sure Nudes would have been pretty pissed at that, but nonetheless a great result.
Yes. Well, he's out there turning back the clock as we speak. Now, Sean Harrington, this guy turned a few heads yesterday, didn't he, in his heat? He's got
He
that beautiful down the line. I mean, when you surf snapper every day of your life, you get your front side snaps. Like, how casual out of the lip is he?
Yeah, no, so fluent and so cas.
And one of the Harrington twins, his brother surfed in this heat yesterday on a goat boat. Mitch Parkinson now. And, we talked famous surfing lineage. This guy's probably up there with the best. Darryl Parkinson, Joel Parkinson, Mitch Parkinson. They're all part of the same clan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little fin throw on the end of that one.
Did you
Didn't see
reverse that? I
coming.
didn't get that.
No, I
And,
don't
and
think
bit, did he?
No.
He just threw the fins?
Just a big waft.
Ah. Yeah, Sean, the pretty much the face of the mad Hueys.
Is he?
Yeah.
He and
He's the
Dean?
maddest of... Yeah, him and Dean. Him and his twin brother.
Identical
Dino.
twins.
Identical.
I
Can't
find
tell.
I find it hard to tell them apart unless they're together because one of them's a little bit leaner than the other.
That's true. That's true. I think Dean's the little more rounder than to say it nicely, but
A little more Rubenesque.
identical twins they are. But yeah, the maddest of all the mad Hueys.
Yeah.
We might actually see a shoey in this heat.
Do you think so?
Possibly.
Is Sean prone to an odd shoey, is he?
Oh, he loves a shoey.
Mad
Loves a
shoey.
shoey.
Yeah, you're right. That wind isn't really doing much, is it? It's just sort of fluffy around. I wonder if we're going to have a chat to the winner of that last heat at some point. Dead A. See if we can find him down by the pool area. It's a pretty good pool area to hang in.
Oh, mate, it's all time. It's all time. The atmosphere down there is crazy, mate. There's bin tanks flying everywhere. There's bikinis. And
Okay, look at this. Out back, there's a lump of swell, and it looks like Nathan Webster. Let's see. There it is. The big vert. Snap. A little bit of tail release there. And Nudes, just a little sort of check turn, and he'll smash that one on the inside. 3-turn wave, a bit of body jive at the end.
A bit of body jive there. The hair kind of flowing around.
What's the
But,
go? Is he listening to a lot of funk music, or what's his caper?
Mate, I don't even know what kind of... He's been known to listen to some weird kind of music, Nudes. He's... mate, I wouldn't know what he's listening to, but he's a bit of a trendsetter. He always, I think he's quite conscious of his looks, He's but yeah, no. But that was a good wave. That was not a bad wave to start off.
Well, I think we're able to actually check out scores these days and see what the caper is. But we'll wait a little bit for that. Wait till everyone gets a wave under their belt. Now here he goes again. It is Mate Rondier. Deep bottom turn, a little too deep, and he looks to the heavens as if to say, "Why me?
No good.
Why anything?"
What was that? Give me something more, Ocean.
I think this morning we saw the best conditions of the Komune Bali Pro so far.
Oh, it was pumping. It was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Dean Morrison getting some really nice deep tubes. There's a lot of time travelling in this event so far, isn't there?
There is.
Where have you been?
I was out in the high seas for a little bit, and then I came back in and had another massage, and
If you could go to any time in the history of time, where would you go?
where would I go in the history of time? You know what? I'm having the best time of my life now.
Oh, that
you
is
know,
a
I
good
mean,
answer.
you know,
Good answer.
it's yeah. No, mate, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, but right here at the Komune Bali Pro
Having.
with you, Vaughan.
Oh, thanks.
You know,
Blackbeard.
and the boys and bintang and massages. I mean, this is the life, you know. This is mate. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And back in time. So, what about yourself, mate? Where would you like to be back in time?
Oh, let me think. Gee whiz. Yeah, you know what? I can't think of anything. Can't think of any time that I'd rather be, or you know, I don't feel a nostalgia for youth.
No.
I like getting older.
Youth, it's been, it's gone, it's history.
Overrated.
It's done.
It's when you make
It's
all
done.
your silly mistakes and
It is.
everything's, you know. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice, energetic sort of everything's possible time before the harsh reality of life starts to just weigh you down.
Oh, look, it makes you who you are to this day, I guess. You know, it's all part of it. But yeah, no, mate. Right now is where it's at.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the place to be. Karama's, you know, we've talked about the setup here. We've talked about the wave a lot, but just, you know, I went for a walk up the beach before and surfed one of the other breaks, car park just up the beach. There's just an atmosphere here that's very, very friendly, inviting, and yeah, there's definitely a few tangs starting to crack open by the pool.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit. I mean, it's warm here always, but you know, 12 o'clock I think I kind of keep it to, and yeah, no, I'll definitely be getting on the tangs this afternoon. But yeah, the atmosphere around here and all the people here are just incredibly and amazing and really accommodating. Yeah, this place is amazing.
So heat number 6 of round 2 is in the water, folks, and this is Nathan Webster. He's actually the ASP World Masters champion. And I don't know if they've had another one since he won that event.
No, have they actually ran it since?
I don't think they
I
have.
don't think they have. Not
No.
not to my knowledge, but
So
anyway.
he's the reigning, defending ASP Masters World
World
Champ
Champ.
until someone older comes along. And, yep. Hello, folks. If you're watching at home, I hope you're enjoying all the action here of this wonderful World Qualifying Series 1-star event. You may not know this, but this is a big event on the surfing calendar.
Massive.
And actually has huge ramifications leading into future world title races.
Absolutely.
The women's world title race. All sorts of sort of butterfly wing effects.
Absolutely.
And we've been watching with a great interest this year, you know, the changes going on in the ASP at the moment. You know, there's a whole new world going on. In fact, there's a new name for the ASP next year. It's the World Surf League, which I reckon is a great call. As we see Mitch Parkinson just hoiking it over the back there. And this is a good combo. Slice to slide. And Mitchy Parkinson going to town on this one. Look at that. Very controlled.
Yeah, no, that was an amazing wave there. A variety of turns there. You know, a little aerial to a big kind of carve and a little kind of tail slide and kind of ended it off
Well,
there.
that first turn just came out of nowhere,
It
didn't it? It was
did.
right into the flats, and Mitch showing little shades of style there from his famous cousin or uncle or whatever Joel is to Mitch. So we see Mate flying off the bottom here. Nice big vertical snap into the lip. Wrap off the top. He's going to come past Mitch. Let's see. Yep. Try and give him a little spray as he goes past. That's always a good tactic. Get in the face of your opponent.
Absolutely.
Bit of niggle.
Absolutely. Got to try to rattle them. But yeah, that big one, you know, kind of only allows you to do a couple of turns with those, you know, bigger ones. You know, 2 big turns, and then it kind of fattens out a little. But that first turn was nice and vertical. That was a big turn.
And there's a few scores dropping in, Blackbeard. And so far, well, we're waiting on a score of Mitch. There it is. He's in the lead. And he's in the lead by a country mile at the moment. He's got an 8.25 for that last ride. As we see Nathan Webster trying to claw his way off the bottom here. He's right down in the cellar. And the light is off. So he's got to find the light and climb out of there, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a little small little one inside. We didn't really offer too much. So need something a bit bigger than that.
Yeah, let's look at these scores anyway. So Nudes, the surfer in white, he's only needing a 9.5 to progress in this heat so far, a near perfect ride. He's got a 5.75 and, well, he's going to get another score for that last one, but it will be inconsequential. Yellow, Made Rondi, he's out there. He's actually got a 7.5 in his score, and he just got a 4.75, so he has moved into second. Sean Harrington out there in the red is in third now. He needs, what, a 6.51? That'll do it. But this heat so far all about Mitchy Parkinson and that wonderful, great big fin throw into combo land.
Yeah, that was an amazing variety of turns there. It was that's why it scored big.
So Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. It's all happening here at Karama's. Mitch Parkinson in control of this heat. Let's see what happens when we get back from a short break.
Still a lot to go. Yeah, and Hazard just taken to the sky there, and just he went high but came down on top of the lip and didn't manage to kind of get down and pull it off.
You're looking for the cush. You're looking for that soft little cushy landing that's like landing on a pile of pillows or something. You know?
Absolutely. He landed on maybe some sandstone.
Yeah, he landed
on quite hard.
Landed on a pile of sticks or maybe a pile of fish bones.
Fish bones. Yeah. And we're about to go to post-heat interview here.
Okay, I'm here with Dede winning the heat 5 round 2. The wave is pumping. I saw you surf really amazing. How you feel? How's the wave?
Yeah, the wave is really looking fun, and I saw this morning really glassy and it's good size, like 4 feet a set, and then I saw a couple waves this barrel this morning. But my heat wasn't barrel, but still good, you know. Karamas is one of my favorite waves. So, I just try to enjoy my heat. And, I got lucky stroke made to my heat. And, it's really fun.
For people, surf Karamas for people, that's pretty amazing. What do you think about the mat who make this contest?
Fuck, this is great, mate. This is really great, especially Karamas. You know, it's a 1-star QS. You know, we've been waiting for this event. So I'd like to thanks to the Mad Hui, the commune, and also the AAC. They've been working hard to put an event here. You know, so I'd like to thanks to everyone. Thank you to you.
So what is that? So you Jawa, yeah?
You Jawa boy, bro.
Okay, thank you. Back to you guys.
The guy.
He's the guy.
Yes, Wyatt Murder. He's doing a good job down there with the interviews, and thank you, Dede, with that nice little insight into your early morning heats. Like you said, nice glassy barrels, and then not so much glassy barrels after that. But he's getting through, and he's into the round before the quarters. So nice result there for Indonesia. He's always he's always up the top end of the draw. Dede. He never gets knocked out early. He's a champion of Indonesian surfing. We're going to see more of him. So the pool area looking very nice down there too. You're going to get down there, rub a little bit of coconut oil on the old black buns.
Black buns. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Why not? Mate. Can't wait to get down there and have a few frothy ones with the boys. But we've got a little bit of a little break in the swell here. Has been really consistent though, but a little break here. Boys are just trying to find their way in the lineup here.
We're going to go check out the crab racing tonight. That's going to be fun.
I'm frothing.
Have you done it? Have you been there yet?
I had no idea. Mate, the boys told me yesterday, and mate, I just thought it was the coolest thing I've ever heard. Crab racing.
Are they hermit crabs? Or
they're
what sort
hermit
of crabs.
crabs. I think what they did, they're little hermit crabs. So they're in their little shells, but I think the name of the game is, they're coloured. Mate, they're on a table, you throw some money on the table. I think there's 10 or 15 crabs, and everyone throws money in, and winner takes all.
No.
Once the crab falls off the table, so first crab off the table wins.
Speaking of crabs off the table, here goes Nathan Webster cutting back. And he's still got work to do. I think he's
Yes.
not the
it's
best
two good
position in his
turns,
heat.
no.
You know, he's getting it. He's getting his little turns in.
He's getting his
They're
turns
cute.
in. I think he needs a bit more of a runner and more of a push. He's taken some little kind of fat ones.
So there's he's got about 8.5 minutes remaining, and yes, he's in fourth, and he needs. Well, actually, you know what? He only needs a 6.51 to get into second, I think.
Yeah, he has a 5.75, which isn't a bad wave, but same with Sean. Sean also has a 5.75. So I mean, I'm sure that, and his next, highest wave's a 4.75. So 4.75 is what he's kind of, needs to beat for Sean. And Nudes just needs he just got a 3.9.
He's not out of this at all. He's not out of this, not by a long shot.
Oh, it's still anyone's game.
And Sean Harrington now moving through on this wave. And again, he's trying to climb up some sort of invisible rope ladder.
He was trying to climb the mast.
What's the cephalopod, your famous tinny? It's gone.
Well, it's a fiberglass, but I wouldn't call it a tinny.
Sorry,
maybe
mate.
just a runabout.
No
You'd call it
disrespect.
a runabout. But she's gone, mate.
So what's the next? What's the next vessel that you're going to get out
Mate,
on
I've got a little
seas?
secret coming that's kind of being shipped down to me, very soon. I can't really disclose anything, the world of social media, sure enough, they'll be shown in the not too distant future. But I'm frothing on it, and stay tuned. But there is definitely an upgrade, and there's definitely something coming.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the great unveiling of that. Do you christen your boats?
I do, absolutely.
What are you
mate,
christening
it's just a beer, mate.
Well, you just
Just
smash
a
one
beer,
over
smash it smash it over the bow,
Wonderful. All right, well, we have, looking at this one, Mate Rondi, and he's going to fly off the bottom, throws it up, 12 o'clock. It's a good time of day to be throwing up vertical re-entries as we see a nice series of turns here from the man who's currently holding down second place. Out the back, Harrow goes for a monstrous fin throw into a reverse. Reverse 360, and he just misses the ride out on that one. Now Mitch Parker, first turn tag into a big seggy, throws the fins, and there was a bit of lump on the face that just sort of put him off balance there.
Absolutely, a lot going on just then.
Well, the interesting thing is they've left the lineup to the cagey old man.
He is out.
The wily old noodle.
The wily old nudes. But Mardo's the first wave of that exchange there was a little inside runner, and he got quite a few turns in on that. Not sure how they'll score that, but it was a nice little inside runner.
Well, there was a couple of there was one good solid, vertical whack.
Yeah.
That was a pretty committed turn. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they throw down for that one, because he's holding down second. And I got the feeling, looking at Shauno's last wave, Harrington in red, that he was just going all out to try and get a really big score, put it out of reach.
Absolutely. But unfortunately, come unstuck. But he pulled it all around, which was a good effort.
Have you been up to the top of Mount Agung yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, get up there, mate.
Whereabouts exactly is that?
That's right behind us.
Is it really?
Yeah, if you get up in the morning and you look up and you see that you're on a great big volcano, that's it, Mount Agung.
Mate, I might have to do it. They do little tours, or you go up there.
Yeah, they do little tours, yeah.
Oh, mate, I might have to. While I'm here, I'm definitely going to have to see it. Got to see all the scenic, things.
So much to see. so much to see. It's a big island.
It is a big island.
You think it's pretty tiny, but there's more than just sort of the surfing areas. You can get up into the north there, and there's all sorts of jungles and
lots of little kind of surrounded little islands and everything.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't managed to kind of get out and about from the mainland here, but I've seen and I've heard, and
get up to
it's a beautiful place. Oh, I've been up to Ubud. Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of market shopping and
bit of silver shopping, and
shopping,
some nice restaurants over there.
Yeah,
up there. Yeah.
Get yourself a t-shirt.
No, I never did buy a t-shirt up there. No.
Oh.
What about yourself? You
okay?
You fond of t-shirts up in Ubud?
What happened to the good old days when you come over here and get a You Want BMO t-shirt or you remember those ones?
Yeah.
Where the Balinese started just ripping into all the foreigners because they'd always say the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, no,
I like that.
There's a couple of pretty crazy slogans and sayings.
Okay, he's needing only a 6.5. Let's see what Nathan Webster can give us on this wave. Big bottom turn, throws up a nice float to start off with. Big wrap coming, gets it. Now he wants a little vert section here. It's standing up, smashes it. Now that's a vintage Nathan Webster hook.
Yeah,
off
no,
the
that was a
lip.
better wave. We've got Sean out the back here just racing. No, it's kind of pulled out, but yeah, Nudes' wave. That was a good wave.
That's going to ask some questions of the judges because he had a good first turn, nice big float, and then a nice hook on the inside. A kind of in between he turn on the middle one there, but
Yeah,
What
nice
do you
little
reckon?
hack at the end.
Reckon it's a 6.5,
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
reckon it's a 6.5. You know, there's 3 good turns. Nice solid wave. Critical sections.
Well, he actually needed a 7.85, so it looks like yes, Made did improve his score with a 6.1 on that last ride. So yep, he's made life difficult, but I think Nathan Webster is going to definitely improve on his top scoring wave. So he might not get the score he needs,
No,
but
but
he's going to make his task a little bit easier.
Absolutely.
And there's 2 minutes 35, so he's going to need another score. There's no doubt about that, but it's going to be somewhere around the. It's going to be about the same, I think.
Yeah, Mitch Parkinson looks like he's definitely got a stranglehold of this heat.
Yeah, he's just been cruising since he got those first 2 rides. He's really caught 2 other waves, and they were nothing special. Look at Nudes paddling here. There's a paddle battle happening between Made, Rondi, and Nathan Webster because they both want to try and get this. Look at this. He does. He thinks he's surfing for the world title here, or at very least requalification. But,
Yeah, there is a paddle battle going on
they're
here.
going for it. And look at this from deep. Now, this one is going to have some points in it if we see Mitch Parko, heat leader, flying along. There's 1 minute 45 to go. Look at this Seggy. Beautiful hook to slide. Oh, man. I'll tell you, they're silky, these Parkinson boys, aren't they?
Yeah, that was smooth. That was
And he'll come
really
in.
critical.
He'll come in. That's heat.
Oh, he's
Calling
done.
it.
He's done.
1 minute 30, job done. See you in the next round, boys.
Absolutely.
Just leaving it to him. Now,
So-
Nathan and Made have paddled each other. I'm not joking. Back to Cooter. They're sitting in the lineup just off the bounty. They are so far down the beach. Okay, let's have a look at that last carve of Mitchy Parkinson because this is beautiful. Oh, from deep, Nathan Webster. No. He's let it go. Sean Harrington. Now he's looking for a 7.85. It's not going to happen on that one. 59 seconds.
It doesn't look like much on the horizon there either.
Is
Is there a little
bump,
lump
though?
there?
No, there is a bump here.
There is a bump. It might. Oh no, it's going to
Now,
come
Marto
through.
Rondi has just done everything in his power to hold on to this second place, and there is a lump coming through. There's 40 seconds. And look at these two, shadowing each other. The great battle.
It's over.
Ali v. Fraser.
It's exactly what I'm looking at.
There's a little tiny lump again. 30 seconds. I think Mate could be safe here. There's not much happening. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen in the last 15 seconds of this heat. There's a tiny bump. But no.
It's going to be too late. 9 seconds.
Well, there you have it, folks. Heat number 6 of round 2 is done, and Mitch Parkinson having a pretty good session, and also Mate Rondi having a blinder. Nathan Webster and Sean Harrington.
Yeah, the
Thanks
two
for coming.
Two Mad Hueys
The
gone.
two Mad Hueys are gone?
Gone.
What?
You're kidding me.
All right, well, we're going to take a little bit of a break here from the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. When we get back, heat number 7 kicking off. folks. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Komune Bali Pro presented by the Mad Hueys. We have just seen heat number 6 of round number 2 wrap up. And moving through that heat was Mitch Parkinson, young Gold Coast grommet. He's doing wonderful things. He opened with a 7 and an 8. Got his first 2 scores in the first 2 waves. And really dominated that heat. Made Rondi from Indonesia moving through also. And... well, look at this, out in the water. That is none other than James Taipan Woods, trying to fly the flag for the Mad Hueys after 2 of the boys got done in that last heat.
No, Woodsy's ripping too. So, yeah, mate, we want to see him fly the flag.
So, yes, heat number 7 in the water, folks. James Mitchell, or Mitchell James, I should say, from Australia. He's up against Woody in the white, Kai Hing in the yellow, and Sima Rai is out there in the blue. That's Sima up and, well... ripping this one. And a nice little combo of turns here deep. This is Kai Hing. He got barreled all morning. He had one of the dream heats this morning in the glass. Nice little up and over.
Oh.
Good little foam bounce. And Kai Hing, mate.
Yeah, no, that was...
he's one of the Australian juniors that people are starting to really take notice of.
Yeah, no, he's definitely impressing me. Very loose. That was even those 2 little small wave then with those 2 manoeuvres were, yeah, really smooth and really, yeah, explosive.
Smooth and explosive.
Smooth.
Good combo.
Explosive.
Yeah.
Smooth, explosive. But, yeah, the guy rips.
So 2 Mad Hueys out. Are you going to be all right with that?
Mate, look, I'm going to be fine. I'm not sure whether Nudes and Sean are going to be that happy about it. But
have you ever had the good fortune of sort of going up to give Nathan a pat on the shoulder after like losing a CT heat or anything like that?
Oh, mate, I leave him alone.
Do you?
Yeah, you know, he I think he takes losing pretty hard. You know, he's definitely one of those real competitors. You know, he loved to win. So yeah, I think he takes losing pretty hard. But you know, I mean, these days he's just kind of cruising. So I'm not sure how hard he'll take this one. But yeah.
Woody throwing it up and over here. Nice 2-turn combo. Look at that. That was a funky little shimmy on the top of that wave.
Yeah, got a little caught up.
Nice big punching sort of a hack snap from Mitchell James as well. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You would think that maybe the atmosphere surrounding a 1-star, you know, a contest that, you know, on the scale of ratings... A 1-star doesn't really get you right up there, but mate, these guys take it very seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I think it gives the opportunity, you know, to a lot of people who kind of, you know, aren't in that top ratings on, you know, with those higher 6 stars and 4 stars and whatnot. So yeah, it gives a lot of, you know, up and coming kind of surfers the opportunity to kind of showcase what they have and. You know, see how they actually compete against, you know, everybody else.
I think also it's an experience and a momentum thing because you can come into these events not really knowing much about QSs, get a feel for it. If you happen to win one, your name is on the map, mate.
It's on the map,
and
it gives you the confidence.
ASP sanctioned event, you're on the map.
Absolutely.
You're up there with the likes of Mitchell Ross,
Mitchell
Heath
Ross.
Walker.
Yeah, that's
and other famous WQS event victors.
This is very true. Absolutely. So yeah, no, it's definitely you know, a big stepping stone, these QSs. Absolutely, with these 1-stars. So yeah, they mean the world.
They mean the world.
They mean the world. They change the world and they mean the world.
So do you think that like Sean Harrington and Nathan Webster eliminated in that last day? Do you think they're going to be all right? Or would you still give them a bit of space? Would you give them how much time?
Oh, look, I'd give Nudes a little bit of space. But Sean. Mate, I think he'd be straight back on the tangs and, you know, he'll be loving life anyway, you know. Look, you know, I think Nudes will too. I think Nudes will have a tang and forget about it all too. And
it's a Mad Hueys comp.
It's a Mad Hueys comp, and it's all about that.
Even losing feels good in a Mad Hueys comp.
Absolutely, mate. Exactly. You're here with your mates, and that's what it's all about.
Hey, this morning, well, it was really glassy. I went for a look. Just check the surf up at the car park, and there was dudes out there with GoPros. Mate, they were getting funneled out of their heads. They were getting such deep barrels. So psyched on checking out that footage, and we'll get some up for you later on. Right now, though, I think we're going to go down and we're going to have a chat to Mitch Parkinson with the guy.
The guy.
So, Mitch Parkinson, you just absolutely schooled my brother out there. How was the conditions, bruh?
Yeah, it's good out there. There's actually, you know what? There was like one set in that heat, so it wasn't that good. There's a couple. I don't know.
Fucker in the pussy!
Back to you in the studio.
Oh, I didn't hear anything then. I don't know.
What is this weird internet for not? Look,
what was
look,
that?
One of the Hazzers has
You're
just
kidding.
walked off in disgust.
Nah.
Look at Mitch. Mitch can't believe it.
It's yeah. What do we got out the front here, Vaughan? What's going on in this heat? That was interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's focus on the surfing, and you know, I would have liked to have heard from Mitch. I'm disappointed because he was on fire.
He
in that
was
last
on
heat,
fire,
and
yep.
he had good things to say. But you know, there's always some clown at some event. Who
Yes,
sticks his nose in where it's not wanted.
Yeah, I don't know what he said, but it was interesting.
But yes, out in the water we have Mitchell James, James Wood, Kai Hing, and Seema Rai.
Yeah, cracker of a heat. Cracker.
Yeah. Now, Woody, is he the last guy flying the flag for the Mad Hoos?
I think he is here. Absolutely. Yeah, no, we want to see him fly that flag, so come on, Woodsy.
Well, you're not really allowed when you're a commentator to.
No. But I'd like look, mate. I'm happy to see whoever get through. You know who.
You are such a gentleman. I've always admired that about you. I remember when we were watching footy as kids, you know, being the old friends that we are, and you'd be like, "Go whoever,
yeah,
go
whoever." You know, look, I had
the
someone
real
who I
winner
barracked for. But you know, but look, you know, whoever wins was meant to win and meant to be, so let it be.
Surfing's the winner, mate.
Surfing is the winner in this whole thing, absolutely.
Yeah. And fishing.
The ocean. It's the ocean. The ocean's the winner here.
Yeah. So, there we are. Hello, folks. Komune Bali Pro. Vaughan Blakey sitting here with my good friend. It is Captain Blackbeard, internet sensation, grower of immaculate face hair.
Yeah, it's coming on there.
Salt and pepper there, mate.
Yes. Yeah, mate.
Especially
yeah, there is a little bit there, mate. It's distinguished.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
It is.
It's distinguished.
You're a very distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. So thanks for that. Thanks for bringing
Pleasure.
that up on the webcast, mate.
Oh, no
It's
worries.
good, mate.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you know, you're here as one of the ambassadors of the Mad Hooies. This
That's
is
true.
their first really toe in the water of an ASP sanctioned
Absolutely.
1-star WQS. You know, we've talked about it. Is this just a little flag of things to come?
Absolutely.
We're going to see the Mad Hooies sponsor maybe, I don't know, a contest at Shippies.
Possibly.
Shipsterns
Possibly.
Buff.
That would be
a 2-star.
epic.
Well,
How good would that be? Yeah, set it up. Yeah, the 2-star, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bring on a CT.
All right, well, a few little rides here, but the guy's getting caught out of position. It's really changed a lot from the morning. Obviously, there was no wind. The onshore didn't even exist back then. Remember those glory days?
Yeah,
when
that
it was
was
just sheet of oil.
When it was slick.
But yeah, we're looking pretty much at very rippable waves, but also pretty tricky to find the right spot out there in this lineup, with big sets sort of coming, breaking wide, and then little ones sort of hugging the reef a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that comes down to the high tide too. That tide's definitely come up, and yeah, I mean, thankfully that wind still, it's still kind of, it's not getting any worse. It's not getting any harder, so that's kind of holding off a bit. So yeah, mate, there's still some rippable waves out there, and yeah, the boys are ripping it up.
And this is, I think this is only, yeah, it is. It's the second last heat of round 2. One more heat to go after this one, and it'll feature, if you're watching at home and you're keeping an eye on things, Riley Lang of Australia, Nick Vasicek of Australia, Marlon Gerber of Switzerland.
Yeah.
And Jesse Horner of Australia as well. Jesse getting through a good heat this morning. He actually sort of found barrels where guys couldn't find them.
Where there weren't.
He found barrels where there were no barrels.
That's freakish.
How is that when you're sitting out in the water and you're not on, but some other guy's on? Like, I'm not even talking heat. Just when you paddle out some days and you just see some guy just getting every set, getting barreled, like having the best time. And even though like surfing is a generous, loving, giving sport, lifestyle, culture, you can't help but just in the back of your mind just go, I can't stand you.
I don't like you.
Yeah. What is that? And then karma just works you even harder by, like, you know, either snapping
Putting
your
it-
fins or...
Yeah. Oh, mate, I guess that is such is life, you know. But, yeah, mate, I think you just got to, you know, build a bridge.
You do. Actually, the best thing you can do is paddle up and say, mate,
Well
you're
done.
on fire.
Yeah, you're on fire.
You're
Absolutely.
on fire. Well done. Well done to you, sir.
Yeah. Now
Bravo.
Now give me a wave.
Yeah. How about you go in?
Yeah. And
Stop being such a greedy.
yeah, piss off, eh, mate? Actually, I don't like you. Actually, I hate you. No. Look, each to their own, mate. Each to their own.
Live and let live.
Live and let live. What do we got here, Vaughan? We got paddler.
Yeah, I think we do. And it's looking a bit like the Taipan.
It is.
Jimmy Woods throws it up. And this isn't James Woods, the actor, mind you, who's in such classic Hollywood films as... I don't even know what he's in. Smashing it up and over. Good series of manoeuvres. A big float out the back from Kai Hing, I think it is. And he exits.
Yeah, no, that first one from Woodsy was a cracking wave. He smacked that thing apart, ripped it apart.
Jettisons into the flats head first. It's not the smartest thing to do, dive off head first out here.
No, it is quite shallow still, even with a little bit of water on here. So, yeah, it definitely sucks up.
Here's a nice looking ride. Throws it up. Mitch James. He's got a very smooth style, hasn't he? Oh, he really gave that rebound a bit of what for.
Smooth and explosive. See, that was explosive
You're right.
with a smooth style.
You're good with these. These
Yeah. You kind of looked at me as like, you know,
descriptions.
you can't put smooth and explosive together. But you
can't do
can,
that.
Vaughan.
No,
You can.
You can't.
You can.
It's like putting orange juice and milk together. It just doesn't work.
I like you, Vaughan, but you know, we don't have to agree with everything. you
No,
know.
well, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying what the cynics or the non-believers
that's-
might.
Oh,
come at you with.
absolutely. Yeah, no, thanks for
No, I'm with
clarifying
you.
that.
I'm
but
like,
yeah,
you know, smooth and explosives is like strawberries and chocolate together.
absolutely.
Strawberries dipped in chocolate.
And that's incredible.
You can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that. Take that any day.
So, yeah, nice. Let's check the scores. Should we do a score check?
What do we got, Vaughan?
Okay, well, at this stage, with a score for Mitch James just about to drop, which is going to put a little bit of a spanner in the works. So he's got some lines coming in. There's 17 minutes remaining.
Still a lot of time. A lot of time.
Yeah. Many time. Okay, so Mitch James, the surfer in red, is in the lead. He's got a 6.75 and a 6.7. James Taipan Wood. Now he's in second place. Only needs a 5.95 to take the lead. He's got a 7.5. He's got the highest scoring wave of the heat. Kai Hing in yellow needs a 6.61 to move into second or a 7.55 to move in first. And Sima Rai, he's out there now. Just trying his best on a bit of a dribbler on the inside.
Yeah, he definitely needs a better one.
Well, he needs a 9 to get into second. So he's got a bit of work to do. But
he just needs one good one, mate, and up
That's
to
all
kind of
he
mid
needs.
sixes, and mate, he's in contention to get through this heat. So still a lot of time. So anything's possible.
do you believe that? Do you believe
I do
anything is
believe
possible?
Do I believe anything is possible?
Like, you know, when you're is it
look,
irresponsible to say to a child, anything is possible if you just put your mind to it?
Oh, look, I think the harsh reality of society is maybe you could try really hard to want something and then just it may not happen.
Way to
You
show
know,
some
is that
dreams out there.
you know? I mean, I'm a positive kind of guy, but I think all in reality, you know. But look, mate, if you just got to enjoy what you're doing, you know, and
I tend to believe that if you create like if you just daydream every day about something, I'm talking like fully put a lot of weight and time and effort into your fantasy, your mind starts to create these pathways that
So
will
you can get
eventually
there.
take you there. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Mate,
Except,
I love
like, you
that,
know, if
Vaughan.
you want to fly, maybe if you want to fly
that's,
without wings.
but
or
that's a
something.
little bit somewhat unrealistic, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
But I'd love to fly.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I'd love to be a gannet or a I'd love to be a gannet.
Albatross?
Albatross, you know, they're the best fishermen. They're the best fishermen. You know, they're the eyes in the sky, mate. You
They
know, so-
really commit to dive bombing.
Dive bombing,
they?
absolutely. Yep. And usually where they're dive bombing bait, and obviously there's other predatory fish around kind of
Do
feeding on
gannets
the bait.
Do they get nailed occasionally by the other predators in the sea?
No, mate, I thought, no. I think they've kind of adapted and kind of know what they're doing, but I've never seen it happen, but possibly somewhere in the world it's happened. You know, maybe a shark or something, they've dove at the wrong time and the shark's kind of gone, oh, that's an easy feed, and, you know, and smashed him.
I wonder what birds taste like to sharks, because it wouldn't be a weird little novelty sort of.
Yeah. Do they have taste buds?
delicacy.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, maybe they don't, because often when
all
you cut
set.
open sharks, they've got tyres and number plates and all
Yeah, exactly.
sorts of weird stuff inside them.
But they do obviously go on kind of vibration. So, I don't know. That's an interesting one, Vaughan.
Well,
might have to do
I'll
a little bit
yeah,
of
we'll
research
do-
into that.
We'll have a little fossick around, see what we can find out about sharks.
Do
eating
sharks
birds.
have taste buds?
Time ticking away here. Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. It's round 2. We've only got a heat to go after this one, and it's been probably the best 1-star I've ever had anything to do. And actually, no, it is definitely the best 1-star I've ever been to. And I can't wait to see what the quarterfinals and these last day of competition. We've got a day surfing left.
We
but
do.
We might spread it out over a few days. We might just see what the swell's doing. I know there's a bit of a pulse coming later on in the week. As we see Kai Hing now. Nice tail release with that first turn. Nice little pocket snap there. Throws it up again.
Yeah, that was a nice little wave. Kind of snuck that under the nose of everybody there. Just kind of, just kind of getting busy. Getting busier when it's been kind of quiet. And saying that, there's some sets coming out the back. That was a good little wave, though.
Look, there's Mitch Parkinson on the other side of the pool there with, I think, who's that? About Nick Vass, about to paddle out for his next heat. You can see one of the Hazard boys there. He, lots of fun by the pool here at Commune as we see Mitch James. Nice deep bottom turn. Throws up that first re-entry. Oh, gouging. Gouge back. He's really...
good wave.
He's making it work for him, isn't it?
Absolutely. He definitely made the most of that one.
Little foam bounce. He's still going. And nice ride there. Little leg burner.
Yeah, all the way to the beach.
When the CT was on, we had a massive crowd down here on the final day, and that pool
was full of white pointers.
Well, it had brown water by the end of it.
Why would that be, Vaughan?
Well, I don't know. You know what people are like.
Yeah, fair enough.
Chlorine is quite a powerful agent.
Bothered leaving.
But yeah, that was a fun week. But I'm calling this week's topping it.
Mate, this is topping my year.
Is this topping your birthday?
This is it's topping my birthday.
Is it
I don't
topping
care about
birth of your
birthdays.
kid?
Mate, it's on par with the birth of my child.
And there it
Absolutely.
is. Look at that. I mean, who doesn't want to come to Commune? Look, I can see Dean Morrison. There he
Yeah,
is.
that's
Look, he's
Dino.
second from the left. Former Quickie Pro champ from 2003. Adam Bennett's is over there too.
Yeah, I
He's
think
looking-
Dean Hazard was there also next to the inflatable dinghy.
Getting ready for the crab races tonight. Everyone's very excited about that.
Frothing on these crab races. Actually, I'm trying.
What else can you race? What else can you
Mate, that's
race?
what
And have you thought about it? Have you ever thought of getting really long? Like I'm talking super long. Let's say 50 metre, like perspex boxes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
50 metres filled with water, and just chucking a wahoo or and having
mate.
wahoo races or barracuda races even.
Mate, I haven't
In these
thought
long
of it, but now
cylinders.
you're bringing it up.
What do you reckon?
You know, I reckon it would be mental.
That would be
you know,
amazing, eh?
It would be amazing. You know, I'm trying to, get the temperature right, and it's probably going to be the hardest thing for them. Saying that, I love your thoughts.
Those things matter, I mean. Those things matter.
What the
what's-
wahoo?
yeah,
The wahoo, mate. I can't even tell you how fast they go. I don't know, maybe up to like 60 kilometres an hour they swim up to.
Mm.
You know, mate, they're so fast and powerful fish, and even better eating. Even better eating.
Yeah, I
And
remember,
the wahoo and the Spanish mackerel.
A couple of boat trips to Indonesia a few years back. We pulled one up onto the deck. It was a monster, and we just sliced it up and sushi'd our brains out right
Yeah.
there. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's so tasty. Really tasty pelagic fish.
All right, so let's have a look at these scores. After all, things are starting to get pretty interesting in this heat. There's 9.5 minutes remaining. Mitch James still in the lead. Now, Kai Hing scored a 7.2 for that series of searing combos. Quite late turns, weren't they? He was thrown up in the lip and the board was getting whacked down, and the judges were liking the critical nature of that ride. A 7.2. Now he's in second. Taipan, Woodsy. He needs a 5.6 to move into second or a 5.9 to move into first. So he's actually not in a bad spot. He's got the high scoring wave of the heat still. And Seema Rai, he needs to get busy. He keeps taking these insiders, which has worked for some surfers, but
yeah, it's a little too small and run a little bit too far up. But yeah, he does need to get one of those bigger ones that, or those mid-sized ones that kind of run, right over this reef here and kind of wall up a little bit. But
it's hard to be critical on the smaller ones, isn't it?
It is hard to be critical on the smaller ones, but I think those mid-range ones are the better ones.
Seema paddling back out here at Karamas. Always when I'm sitting at the beach watching surf comps, mate, particularly if you happen to be working on them, you get such a feel for a break over the course of a day, You get to know the many moods of a place.
Absolutely.
And, like you could turn up here and surf it once, and if it's an arvo like this, you go, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of get a vibe for it. But then you see it like it was this morning, and it's an entirely different playing field, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It definitely is. But it's still really, really fun out there, Yeah. It's still really, really rippable out there.
Well, that's what I like about, I guess the nature of a comp, where 1 minute you're surfing sort of glassy barrels, the next minute you've got to adapt to surf sort of fun onshore little, corners, and, you really get to know breaks. So I think that's one thing that is probably a bit understated really with surfers, is just how well they know their environment, how well they know the bathymetry of breaks, how well they know the swell directions that they work for.
Absolutely.
When you surf a place, say, a dozen times, well, you're never going to surf at the same twice, So you start to understand exactly how these breaks work. You get inside the head of just even your most average surfer, and their wave knowledge, their ocean knowledge, what they know about stuff is just incredible. And then you start getting to this level of surfing, where you've got guys who are competing and they need to tap that knowledge to get the advantage over their other competitors. Next thing, you're dealing with geniuses,
yeah,
basically.
Absolutely, mate. They're one with the ocean, mate. They know how to read it. They adapt to it. They change their equipment.
They're geniuses, aren't they?
They're
All
absolute
surfers
are geniuses.
There's no such thing as a silly surfer.
No silly surfer. No silly surfer.
No, name one. I bet you can't.
Silly surfer?
Single surfer.
Let me think about
silly or a bit
silly surfer.
Yeah, go. Any?
Mate, I can't think of any, eh? No. Like I thought I might be able to, but I just couldn't think. No, there's no silly surfers.
No, even Dean Morrison is
he's no
a genius.
Surfer. He's beyond a
Did
genius.
you see the barrels he was getting this morning?
Mate, he was getting kegged.
Okay, we have a paddle here, and it's heat leader, Mitch James, in good rhythm. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's picking ones with wall. He's getting right in the pocket, and he's going to finish this one with a nice big closeout throw. But that is so shallow in there. Not joking. The tide is definitely starting to run out again. And here goes Taipan. He's currently in third, so he needs a score. And I dare say he will get it on this wave.
Yeah, he definitely got busy there at the end there.
He kind of needed to ride out of that. Kai Hing out the back. Well, he's fallen too. So it's a bit of a battle between white and yellow to stay in this heat. Seema Rai, don't ride him off just yet, Blackbeard. Don't you dare ride him off.
Mate, I'm not riding anyone off.
Hey, don't ride him off.
Vaughan, I'm not riding him off, hey.
Don't do it.
Vaughan, leave me alone.
Hey, listen, I won't
Vaughan.
be able to cope with you right
now. No. Look, I think, mate, he's got it in him, though. I'm definitely not riding him off. There could be 2 minutes to go, and there's still potential to get 2 good waves.
Yeah, well.
So, mate, anything's possible, Vaughan.
I know.
That's your philosophy, and I'm starting to adapt to that, and I agree with you.
Come on board.
I was a bit negative. I was a little bit negative before, thinking that is everything possible? And I kind of thought about it and kind of took it to a negative place. But now I've changed my thoughts, Vaughan. No, anything is possible. You're right. It's a train of thought, and I believe you.
I didn't even know the Blackbeard was capable of negative thoughts.
Oh,
And
was
to
it,
be
was
honest,
it negative? I
wasn't
thought
negative.
it wasn't negative,
No, it
but
was real. And
it was real.
We
but
don't need reality.
But you're allowed to change your mind.
Okay, look at this. 4 minutes 40 remaining. Kai Hing is trying to increase the lead he's got on James Woods because James Woods is coming at him hard, and Woodsy did get a good wave on that last little encounter. I thought he probably robbed himself of a couple, or even just a point by not riding out of that last turn.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
It could haunt him, but he only needs a 5.6, and he's got a 5.65. Oh, don't the judges know what Glenn Duffus and the team out there, mate? They are experienced, cool heads, and that was pretty sensational judging, I thought.
Absolutely. I mean, 5.65, I would have absolutely spot on there.
But look how close this is. Now, Kai Hing needs a 5.96. And check this out. Seema Rai. Now, I told you.
No, I told you, Vaughn.
I said don't write him off. He got a 6.2, and now he's right back in it. Only needs a 6.96. 96 with 3 minutes 30 to go. He did not get even slightly rattled by the other blokes getting away from him a bit in the early stages. I'll get back on this. Don't you worry about that. Now, here goes Woodsy. He's looking to improve on a score again. He's in second, but he needs something else, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's getting busy. That was a little insider there. It's kind of short, so I'm not sure whether that was going to do it. But in saying that, it is only a 5.95, but...
This is building towards a fantastic climax, this heat, as Seema Rai, looking for a 6.96, flies off the bottom here. It's standing up for him, bashes that section. Beautiful turn, and he gets the combo up and happening. A little bit of a shimmy there. And that wave fizzles. He would have loved a third turn.
Absolutely.
He would have loved a third turn. He would have been all over a third turn like butter on a pancake.
Absolutely. Nothing better than butter on a pancake. And, the two nice big turns, and then it really did just fade out to nothing. And but, I do believe that, if there was that third turn, that he'd be pushing that 6.96.
I think so. A third turn there would have just been a little bit like, because the wave just sucked the energy out of itself by not being available anymore. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. This is why we're here. Komune Bali Pro, Karamas, round 2, day 2, second last heat. And look, there it is. See? Don't tell me that one stars don't mean anything, mate. This is world-changing surfing going on right here.
Means everything, Vaughn. Means everything to everybody.
What does it mean to you personally, though, Blackbeard?
It means that It means
you get out of bed in the morning with a hop in your step and you're ready to face the
Mate,
world.
I wake up and you know how it makes me feel? It makes me feel that I can do anything, Vaughn.
Okay.
That anything's possible.
Look at this. Kai Hing too deep. He's left it open for Woody to try and extend the lead here. Flies off the bottom, throws it. Uncharacteristic slip. 1:35 on the clock.
Yeah, he's come unstuck a couple of times, Woodsy. But he's still in second place.
We'll see him getting a 4.55, so not enough. And as we said, he would have loved that extra little bit of wall on that wave. But now this man, our heat leader, and he's been leading the heat right from the start. It is Mitch James. He's just surfing his own heat out there, isn't he? He's not really concerned with the movements of his competitors.
No.
He's just been picking off his little jewels and doing his own thing.
Absolutely, and that's got him out in front.
Okay, look at this. 1 minute to go. Kai Hing, he needs a score of 5.96. It's all or nothing on this wave. He throws up that first turn, slices back. Is it going to be a fizzer, or is it going to open up for him? He's working it hard, isn't he? What's the body language telling you as he comes through the inside?
I'm not sure.
40 seconds on the clock. And, mate, look.
5.96. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. But
the first turn was all right.
Was nice.
The next one's...
and then kind of faded out. But you don't know.
Well, there you go. That's how tough the competition is. Oh, hang on. We have another challenge here. With 17 seconds, Seema Rai is up and over. He's got a nice section ahead of him. He's going to have to get moving. He's got 2 turns out of it. And 3. And now he's going to come through on the inside. Another little hook. I'll tell you what. Don't write this guy off. 6.96 he needs. Taipan again in second. Looking to improve on a score. Make it tougher. The clock winds out. And James Woods right through on the inside. What a finish to that heat. Blackbeard.
Oh, this is anyone's. This is anyone's. That exchange at the end there, mate. It is going to be so close. I mean, Woodsy, you know, and Simmerai absolutely did get some nice couple of last waves
All
there.
right,
So
well, we'll wait for the scores to drop in here at the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys, and we'll have those results for you after the break. Welcome back, folks, to the Komune Bali Pro, presented by the Mad Hueys. We have just seen one of the heats of the day, a real flurry of activity in the second last heat of round 2 here at Karama's. I'm Vaughan Blakey from Surfing World Magazine with my good friend and fellow esteemed commentator. It's Blackbeard, the captain.
yeah, g'day boys.
How you going,
G'day
mate?
boys.
You
You know,
doing
mate,
all right after
mate,
that last heat?
mate, yeah, mate, that come down to the wire. I had nerve, I was nervous, you know, for the boys, but it's anyone's. It's anyone's heat.
Well, the results are in, and guess what? Woody's last wave was a 6.25. It actually pushed him up into first. Can you believe that?
No way.
So, in the end, the waves from Kai Hing and Simmerai amounted to not enough. And Mitch James, who looked to be in control of that heat the entire way along, just got nudged back into second. So we'll probably have a chat to Woody in a moment. But meanwhile, out in the water, it is the final heat of the day, or of this round, I should say. So heat number 8. Riley Lang of Australia in the red, Nick Vasicek in the white, Marlon Gerber in the yellow, and Jesse Horner in the blue.
That it is.
What do you make? What do you make of this heat?
Mate, they all rip, and I don't know too much about all of them, but mate, I'm really intrigued to see what they have to offer. You know, still some rippable waves out there, and just frothing to see some more cracking action.
Well, I wonder what the call from the contest director is, whether we're going to keep rolling into this the round 3 heats, which basically is 4 heats.
It's the quarterfinals.
Well, it's not
Is
actually.
it? Oh, no, it's not. It's the one before.
It's the one before that halves the field so that we can have quarterfinals. So basically the draw goes from 4-man heats into man-on-man heats for the quarters onwards.
Okay.
So yeah, you get some WCT experience even at this level.
See, it means everything.
I think we need to go and revisit that idea of having a world champion for each tier. So a 1-star QS champ, a 2-star world champ, a 3-star, all the way up to the primes.
Mate, I reckon
6-year
that
cycle
would be absolutely epic.
I'm really excited by that.
I'm really excited.
Little trophy at the ASP banquet.
Does that mean WCT surfers are going to be quite old?
Yes, yeah, you'll get on CT by about the age of 45, I reckon. But I mean, that's cool. That's how old Kelly is.
That's how absolutely. But no, I still think you're onto something there, Vaughan.
I reckon I'm right onto something.
You know, and the Hueys just to sponsor all of them.
Huey should definitely
1,
sponsor
2,
the
3,
1-star
4, 5,
tour.
6.
100%.
The ones that do it. It's theirs. They own it.
Do we know how many 1-stars there are in a calendar year?
Mate, I have no idea.
Well, first prize in this event, I'm pretty sure it's $2,500.
That's
so,
a nice little
that's
pay
easily
package.
enough money to get you to the next 1-star.
Absolutely.
If you win.
Absolutely. Mate, a lot at stake here.
I think you do earn $200 if you get through these rounds. Yeah, you do. Yeah, if you get into the next round and you come last, you get a $200.
Yep, and 13th placing.
Oh, that's no small fry in this.
Mate, 13th place in a 1-star QS. That's good. I mean, you've done well. You've
That's nothing to shirk your shoulders at.
Nah.
Turn your nose up at.
Absolutely not.
It's nothing to grind your gears.
Nothing.
What would you do with $200 if you one day if you ever earn that much money?
Mate, that's a lot of money. Mate, that can. Mate, I reckon I'd probably maybe just buy a big quiver of lures. Yeah, it's a couple of Rapala deep divers and whatnot. But
That's
yeah,
nice.
mate, I'd probably go on some kind of fishing gear for sure.
Yeah, oh well. That's to be expected, isn't it,
Yeah,
Captain?
absolutely. That's what I do.
All right, here he is, Vass. Let's see what he's got. He's got a beautiful backside re-entry on him, and he's going to get busy here. He was looking a little sleepy this morning, you see it, even though he managed to get through no dramas. He looks a little bit more sprightly.
He does,
this
yeah. I
afternoon.
think he just didn't sleep very well last night. Not sure why that is, but yeah, he definitely didn't have the greatest of sleeps and woke up a little bit shady. But mate, he looks like he's back.
You know, he's been on the cover of Surfing World. I reckon it's one of the best covers we've ever had.
What issue was that?
It's at Snapper, which is a bit of a lord of
Yep.
back-end surf. He's one of the best out there. You know, dealing with that backwash behind the rock when you're a goofy footer ain't easy.
It's hard.
He's one of the best. And, yeah, he's in a big throaty one out there. A drainer, as we see. Riley Lang. Oh, that was a nice turn, wasn't it? He's got a touch of the Laurie Towners about him, this kid. And he flies up. And again, just like Laurie Towner, he surfs big waves, but he's not doing too bad in the small gear either. And
that was a good wave, Vaughan.
That was a searing set of turns, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Good 3 or 4 big turns. And, didn't really offer him too much at the end there, but rode it right to the end.
Isn't it classic how guys, back in the day, back in our day,
Back
when
in
we
the
were
day.
growing up, which is, when we were grommets, it would have been early 90s,
Early
late
90s,
80s.
yeah.
Late 80s,
Late
early
80s,
90s, we were
yep.
little groms.
Yep.
And surfing was there was so many divisions. There was the power guys and the comp guys and the soul guys and there was these really clear-cut divisions, and there was a lot of
There was.
aggro, depending on which camp you were in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nowadays, it's like, it just seems to be so accepting. Like, if you want to turn up at the beach with a finless, plank of wood and paddle out with an unbuttoned collared shirt,
You're accepted.
You're accepted.
Yeah, no,
Just
it's
as
good.
much as the guy who wants to win a one-star QS or,
Mate, we all serve our purpose, and I think people realise that. And the
community's coming together, isn't it?
They are coming together. They are. We're definitely coming together. It's it's a beautiful thing. There was that kind of very, kind of back in the day, that kind of hard, kind of territorial. Who are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You don't look right.
Blow in.
Look at your hair. Look what you're wearing.
Look at your
board. Yeah. Look at your beard.
Yeah.
But these days, mate, doesn't matter.
Nah, it's
Doesn't
pretty
matter.
rare, isn't it? It's a
Absolutely.
wonderful world we live in.
It is a wonderful world. Gone a bit flat here for now. A little bit of a break. But we've got something coming out here at the back.
Yeah, there's still rippable waves to be had. So last heat of round number 2, and we're just waiting on the call to see whether the contest will continue on with these next 4 heats. Pretty curious to see if it will. It looks fun.
Still looks fun, I believe that it's still definitely very contestable, and but I guess it comes down to the forecast and how what the.
Okay, now this guy can do an air. Just giving you the heads up here, Captain. This is Marlon Gerber.
Gerb.
And this is a nice couple of just good sort of feet finders, I suppose.
Absolutely.
He got a couple of good wraps in, but not necessarily a wave that he'll want to bank.
No, yeah, just as you said, mate, just getting his feet, mate, and paddling. I think it kind of went a little bit. There was that kind of little bit of a lull and break in the swell there, so I think he just wanted to get something and get his feet, absolutely, and paddle back out and get back to the lineup and get one of those bigger ones. Will be interesting to see what they do, huh? With these conditions. I mean, right now it has really kind of slowed down a little bit.
What's that island in the background there? Is that Nusa Lembongan or is it?
No, it's not Nusa Lembongan. I did ask that question, but I can't
Or is it
remember what they
Lombok?
said. Is it Lombok?
Has to be.
That's a
Has to be one
massive
or the
island,
other.
though, is it? Is it either or?
Must be. Oh.
Well, if it's either or, it's one of the two.
Well, it's got to be one of them.
It's got to be one of them. It's a big island.
I'm only joking. I know exactly what it is.
What is it, Vaughn?
It's New Zealand, mate. You know,
It is. I mean, if we were sitting here off the east coast of New
I
South
think
Wales,
we're going to whip down the beach and speak to winner of the last heat, second last heat of the day. It is James Taipan Woods. What do you got to say, Woody? Insightful stuff there from James Taipan Woods.
Yeah.
Actually, our audio was off. I couldn't hear a thing he was saying. Could
I
you?
couldn't, but it looked interesting.
It did look.
It did look interesting.
He looked happy, didn't he?
The people around the beachside, you saw their kind of body language. It seemed like they were quite interested in, with what he had to say.
Yeah, I don't even know who that guy was doing the interview.
No, he was a mad hooey though.
Was he?
Yeah, maybe he's a new sign. Maybe we've just signed him up. I'm not sure who he is.
Okay, well,
But,
let's get back to the action in the water anyway, Captain, because there's a little lump here, and I think someone is going to turn, spin, and give it a whip, and it's Riley Lang. Now, he's probably got the best wave of this heat so far. He throws it up and over. Back to the source. That's what they call it, the source of the power. And firing up on this one. Riley Lang. Yeah, a few
not
little
a bad
whips.
a few little
What do you
whips,
reckon?
little cutties.
What do you give
maybe
you a judge 1 to 10 go?
maybe a 5-4.
Okay,
I don't know. That's I mean, there wasn't anything real radical. As he did quite a few turns, but nothing spectacular.
I'm going to say.
What did I say? 5-4. Yeah, that's might be a little bit generous, but.
We could meet halfway here. What did you say? 5-4?
I said a 5-4.
I said 4 or 4-7.
There we go.
Yeah,
right
it's
in the
not
middle.
too bad.
There we
That's
go.
right in the middle. Well done.
That's why we're here, Vaughn.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You were much more positive.
I was this time. Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
No, I'm glad you're.
I'm trying to take that on board, Vaughn, because I did feel a bit.
You're in a rainbow because it was just all stark, stormy clouds in your heart. This
It
moment.
was. It was just. Yeah. It was really, really black.
19 minutes and 17 seconds remaining, and here's the sit show, bro. 7.5 and a 4.7. So the first wave that we saw of Riley Lang's quite clearly the best in this heat so far. Nick Vasicek has a 5. Marlon Gerber a 4.5 and Jesse Horner a 3.
Test.
Basically, everyone's right in it at the moment. Riley's second score of 4.7. So, yeah, early days. And when we say early days, just basically there's still plenty of time left in the heat.
Absolutely.
Just in case you're unaware.
Your
It's not like everyone's getting dressed up in early days costumes and posing for a photo at Dream
it's
World.
good. I think people, now that you've clarified that, Vaughn would be a lot happier. Now
Grateful.
they understand.
Yeah, you've got to explain things.
You do.
Jesse Horner. Now this morning he was just getting piped out of his mind.
And see, this is having to adapt to this change in the conditions, and looks like he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I mean, he's got a 3 and a 2. He needs to do better, but he's moved up into third, so he's off the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, with 2 waves, Gerber and Vass still need a second wave. All right, what we got here, Vaughn? We got a couple of lumps coming.
It's been great, the consistency, actually.
It has been.
I've enjoyed it. The day 1, we had a couple of quite long lulls. Day 2, we haven't seen any. We've had tiny little moments of flatness.
Yeah, but
little tiny doldrums.
Generally, yeah, very, very pretty consistent.
Here goes Riley Lang again. Current heat leader, flying along. He's got a beautiful, smooth style. Wonder if he's going to be smooth and explosive.
Oh, right at the end here.
think
Is there a little... No, not a little... But yeah, he does surf really, really smooth. Yeah, no, loving his style. I love his colour
wonder-
coordination there too. He's kind of...
See him surfing a big wave, get a wild card to something like Chopu or Pot Masters in coming years, I reckon.
Oh, I hope so. He rips.
Well, he went down to Shipsterns when he was something like 13 and surfed it. Massive.
You're kidding.
No, I'm deadly serious. He went down there as a 13-year-old and got a proper ledging skyscraper. Just flew off the ledge. Made it.
You're kidding.
Yeah, pretty sure Kelly Slater was there and just going, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Okay, the guy's a freak. The kid's a freak.
Look at that.
So
Shade. Everyone's under the brollies. Getting on the tangs. There's Jackie Duggan.
So, Vaughan, what would it take for you to surf big shippies?
For me to surf big shippies, it would take
Like
an insurmountable amount of money, and I would also say an insurmountable amount of mind-numbing,
injection of some sort. Yeah, it's crazy. So, but how much money? What would we be talking? Would we be talking like seven figures?
I've been
or
talking about this for quite some time.
like
with,
realistically,
Mark
what would you
Matthews.
do? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've been saying, look, what do you think? Is it doable? And he goes, yeah, we could whip you into one, no worries. You could do
Really?
it. He said,
Okay.
anyone could do it. All you
Okay.
got to do is let go of the rope.
Yep.
Which I reckon
is the hardest thing to do.
I reckon the decision to make to let go of a rope is a lot easier than the decision to
Paddle
actually
into
turn
something.
around and
Yeah.
rely on your own paddle power to get you even into a position to catch a wave out there.
Absolutely.
But then he said, yeah, I'll take you down, I'll do that. And then he said, but you've got to paddle one first. So
that kind of threw a bit of a
yeah,
spanner, mate.
I was
But
going, okay, yeah, maybe I could sort of like dodge the ledge and maybe somehow, just
get a
somehow
little
through some
shoulder one or something.
miracle of timing and good luck.
Hey, I want to see that. I'm going to push for this, Vaughan.
You're going to start the campaign?
I'm going to start the campaign. Vaughan at Shippies. Paddle in at Shippies.
Oh, well, I'll go with you. Whip me in on your new boat.
I will. Mate, done.
Deal?
Done
Yeah,
deal.
okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, I reckon we'll see what happens. Might have to give up
We'll
a few
play it by ear.
vices before I head down there and try that. All right, Nick Vaschek throws up the first turn. Oh, a little boggy there. He won't be happy with that, but he's not happy.
Pulls out.
So, yeah, things very, very calm as we move into this last heat of round two. Yeah, the thing that blows me away, really, about modern-day surfing, Captain, is just how many big wave legends there are now. Like, I'm not talking about big wave legends like, Laird and Cole Christensen and Garrett McNamara and those guys.
Mate, you've got
I'm talking about any given day at any beach in the world, if it's 10 to 15 foot, there's like 20 blokes ready to go surfing who are just local legends.
Yeah, it's mad. That's absolutely crazy. And I mean, you did have more of the specialists back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, you
and
just had
these days it's
Well, they're debunking so many old myths in the process. Like guys are just getting out there.
Well,
like kids are surfing this 15-foot waves.
Well, why do you think that is?
I got no idea. Maybe just because GoPros got invented and everyone wants to see the photos.
But that's true.
Hey, you
It
reckon?
possibly could be. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
reckon people just want to go and sort of see themselves break whatever barrier they've put up. Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever benchmark they've set for themselves. It's amazing. It's amazing how far that surfing is progressing.
And I think due to the internet and all the information that is at hand these days too, on videos, I think you can, learn a lot from it.
Yeah, you can. You
So-
can learn a lot from the internet. You're right.
It's very educational, that internet, if you wanted to be, Doesn't necessarily have to be educational. It could be all for enjoyment also,
No, very
But,
very true.
Yeah. but the Komune Bali Pro is entertaining,
Informative.
and educational.
It is educational.
It is.
What have you learned so far?
I've learned that this is the best event that's ever been.
Ever.
And I've learned that
Better
the
than
commune,
Chopes this year?
Better than Chopes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bordering Chopes. I mean, Chopes was pretty amazing. But, no, Komune Bali Pro. It's where it's at.
Presented by the Mad Hueys. It's the first ever ASP event run by the Mad Hueys. Those lovable larrikins from the Gold Coast of Australia. And they're getting some penetration into other markets around the world, aren't they?
They are, yeah. They've got big names on board and, they're just expanding.
Yeah, it's great to see as we go to look at the scores here. There's just over 11 minutes remaining, and Riley Lang still out in front. Nick Vass, well, I don't know why he looks sort of forlorn after that last wave. He's still in second.
He is.
And he's in second, and he doesn't need much to really increase his distance between third and fourth. In fact, he only needs something better than a 3.5. Jesse Horner out there in the blue is currently in third, and Marlon Gerber in the yellow fourth. Marlon needing 4.01. Tell you what, it's anyone's.
It's anyone's, yeah, absolutely. Anyone's game. I mean, it's pretty fair to say that this has been somewhat of a slow heat, though. You know, there has been quite a few lulls in this heat, and only 11 minutes to go. But yeah, I mean, look, the scores show that, you know, anyone can win.
Reckon you could swim over there to that island?
How many miles? I reckon.
You could paddle.
I reckon
it.
it's about 10 miles.
You
reckon?
could easily paddle it.
It's deceiving, but I reckon it's 10 miles. Yeah, 10, maybe 15 miles. What do you reckon for? You reckon you could swim it? I don't reckon. I could with.
I don't know if I would back myself to swim it, but if my life depended on it, I reckon I could go close. Except that, you know what? The current between here and there is notoriously one of the worst in the entire world.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It
there's a lot of swell push in there. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can see a few boats out there, so I'd stop off and, and with life and death here, or
yeah, I'm talking like you're just floating in the water and you've got to get over there.
Yeah, no, good.
Okay, Marlon has picked off a small insider here, and this could work for him. He's got the first hook in and another, and is it going to stand up? He doesn't need much. He gets a good turn out of that, throws a bit of spray. Well, 3-turn wave, you're not going to turn your back on that at this stage of the heat.
No. What was he need?
He doesn't need anything.
No,
he doesn't. He actually doesn't need. He's quite content and happy just the way he is. Thanks very much.
Oh, he's happy. I'm great. I'm happy for him.
Least of all from you, Captain. Maybe a bit of friendly advice would be good. Here's Marlon. Yeah, look, he only needed a 4.1, and will he get? I think he might. It's going to be close here. A 4.01 is what he needed, and I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, it's very close.
I think he's going to do it. Yeah, I think I'll give it.
3 judges' scores.
3 turns, 4.01.
Yeah, 4.0. Yeah,
what's he going to get here? There it is. It's a 4.2. So he's moved up into second. And now Nick Vasicek has a reason to be forlorn about that last wave because he's moved down into third. Move into second at the stage. 7.5 minutes remaining in this round.
There is. This is the last heat of
the Komune Bali Pro. Round 2, mate. Feels like we've been here for...
Mate, there's so many heats, it's hard to get a hold of this,
So, from deep, Nick Vass. And, well, this is where the QS hustle comes into play. Look at them. Because they're all so close, and they don't... None of these surfers need a big score to get through this heat. Jess Horner, Nick Vass, and Marlon Gerber all basically ants on a boiled lolly at the moment. So they're going to start getting in each other's grill a bit, I reckon. Start turning the screws.
Well, they have to. They've got to start moving.
When you were on the QS and you were doing your business, did you ever, Would you ever talk to your opponents? Would you ever get up in their grill and just be like,
Nah.
you don't even you look at this wave, mate?
Nah, mate. Look, like I say, you know, I get along with everyone, mate, and I like everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and
You do, don't you?
you know, I just, you know, look, if a wave came to me, I'd take off, mate. Someone was inside me, you know, I wouldn't hustle them, mate. It's their wave, you know, it's their right away. I wasn't, never really phased, mate. I just did my own thing, and yeah, never really hassled and jostled at all.
Hence why your surf career didn't even last one
that's-
heat.
Well, this is correct. This is correct.
6 minutes. I think I'll be surprised if we keep running. Actually, tide's starting to go out.
It has. It's really slowed down.
It's
for sure.
a tricky wave when the tide starts going out, and we seems to be just sucking a bit of size out and consistency out of this lineup as well. And I don't know what we're expecting tomorrow. We'll get down here for the 7 o'clock start probably.
I mean, it's kind of
if
some
it's good. It'll run.
Yeah, but I
Mark
think
my
it's
words.
somewhat fitting. It is the last heat of round 2. So, you know, they
Okay.
might call it off and start fresh tomorrow.
Here goes Nick, mate. Now he needs a score here. He gets his first tap up. That's not too bad. Smashes that. That's what he wanted. Nick Vass and backs it up with a beautiful hook.
Oh, that was nice.
Sending the spray. Jess now, he throws this one up. Couple of good little speed taps. Oh, that's a nice turn. And here we go. A little
Oh, it's
Larry on
on.
the inside. It's on.
ASP, it's on.
Stag, it's on. And, well, World Surf League next year. Going to have to get used to saying that.
Yeah, WSL, huh?
I like it. I really like it. I reckon
I
it's
think
positive.
it is. I think,
Strong.
you know, it'll you know, the broader people and market will understand it more, I guess, you know.
So we are looking at some good scores here. And questions being asked. A 6.25. So that has moved Nick Vasicek into second. But watch this. Jesse Horner now. He's waiting on a score.
And
It is a good score. And he'll be right back in this. He won't move into second, but he'll give himself a good chance here. He only needs a 5.06. Marlon Gerber needing a 6.75. He's currently on the bottom of the barrel, looking to scrape his way, scratch his way back to the cream on the top, the creamy goodness. Heard a little cheeky rumour that you were hitting the tiles tonight. Watch a bit of crab racing.
Mate, that I am. You've heard right there, Vaughan. And mate, I lost a little bit of sleep just over that last night. I was quite excited about it. You know, I love my crabs.
Do you get
I
to
love
eat
my
your
blue
crab
swimmer.
after he races?
No, but I'm going to.
Good.
I'm going to rip him out of his shell and just start
I find
chewing on
crab's
the
such a
guy.
finicky thing to eat. I need to have mouthfuls of food. I can't stand
No,
picking
what
away
you
at
do,
stuff.
you go to the fish markets and you just ask for a bag of meat.
Oh,
There's been
okay.
processors who have actually processed it, you know, and then you just have handfuls
Is
of
it-
blue swimmer crab.
Oh, is it legit though? It's not mixed up with choco or something like that.
No, you just make sure you go to the reputable, you know, people in there.
Crab
Your
meat outlet.
I don't think there is, but there should be. There should be. There should be down back in Sydney.
Standard that crab meat makers have to make before they bag their crabs.
Mate, there's a process in having to kind of, you know, slowly process them and put them into like a rigor mortis state.
Look, I hate to butt in here because this is absolutely riveting, but I've got an announcement to make.
Yes, Vaughan.
The
What?
Komune
Tell
Bali
me.
Pro,
Talk to me.
Presented by the Mad Hueys. This is the last heat of the day.
It is not.
It is. Yeah,
It
I
is
said,
not.
No, I'm sorry to break your heart, but it's going to be the last heat of the day. We're going to come back in the morning, 7 o'clock, and we're going to check the surf and see if it's up for round 3 and then quarterfinal action.
Yeah, I got a feeling it will be. But, yeah, look, I think they've made the right decision here. It has become really slow and quite inconsistent, and that tide's definitely kind of gone right out too. So, yeah, good call.
Okay, we do have some paddling happening here, and it is none other than good old heat leader Riley Lang. But guess what? He wasn't interested in that.
He wasn't. No need to be interested in that.
So his general attitude to that wave was my general attitude towards crab meat. Not really feeling
Not into it.
Well, just the pickiness of it. If I can get a big bag of crab meat, I'll be happy.
You know, it's probably, you know what, you got a mud crab. They've got big claws.
Okay.
So it's not as
That's where the
finicky.
meat is.
Absolutely. That's
Does
where
the meat live
is.
in the claw?
Oh, and in the body part too, but a lot of it in the claw, yeah, absolutely.
Well, there you go.
So,
Komune Bali Pro is educational. I did not
there
know
we
that.
go, absolutely.
All right, we've only got a minute of action remaining today, folks. So big thanks to everyone who's tuned in, and big thanks to Hotel Komune, the Mad Hueys, the presenting sponsors of the Komune Bali Pro, of course. GoPro, how good are those blokes?
The best, mate. I've got a couple myself, mate.
Taking Nanny and Mum and Dad and Auntie Carol and everyone into the barrel.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, of course, ASP, we're going to hit the tanks very shortly. 45 seconds to go. It is looking like Jesse Horn. Okay, look at this. He only needs a 5.06. He throws something into the wind, and it's
caution to the wind there.
35. Well, he had to go.
He had to. He had no
to go,
choice.
didn't he?
32 seconds, needing a 5.06. It doesn't look like there's too much out there. Oh, hang on.
Goodness. Now, Marlon Gerber is looking for a 6.75. There's 20 seconds on the clock. He's not even getting near this.
Nah.
In fact, Nick Vasicek is going to look to increase his lead in second. 15 seconds to go. Throws up a big vertical bash in front of one of the blokes he's just dusted. 11 seconds remaining, and bad luck there to Jesse Horner and Marlon Gerber moving through into the next round. Round 3 will be Riley Lang and Nick Vasicek. There you go. That's the day's action all wound up. Captain Blackbeard, thanks for sitting in with me.
Mate, it's a pleasure.
What are we going to
It's
do
always
tomorrow?
a pleasure. Mate, we're going to come back here and watch some of the most incredible surfing.
We're going to be on a
Potentially.
high after the crab races tonight.
Yes, this is
We're
correct.
going to be ready to go into round 3 of the Komune Bali Pro. Presented by the Mad Hueys. And that's pretty much it, folks. I think we're going to wrap things up. We'll see you here tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the call. Captain, see you then.
See you then, brother.